different games. I actually played it. Last time he played it was 16 days ago in the EWC qualifier against Nemesis. He lost the game, but he went 14-3-10.
Damn.
And his win rate in total with Snapfire is 30%.
Yeah.
So there's some lows and some highs and some lows, all with this one pick player hero combination.
I don't view him as a Snapfire player. That's just me. So I don't have faith. However, he has been cooking this qualifier. Do I have faith in PP? Yes, I do. I do have faith in PP Austin.
Well, this might be the last time you get to talk about PP because this is an elimination match between Amaru and Nemesis. One of these two teams is going to lower bracket final to match up against a newly deposed Playtime who lost their upper bracket spot against LGD in a very close game 3. And see if they can pull an upset and see if they can change the narrative that the SA qualifier is more than just 2 teams.
I don't want this to be the last time I cast PP. That's a very sad notion. Because he's a fun player to cast. He's exciting to watch, you know? Everybody likes watching PP.
That's true.
Especially when he gets big. Because then he can do a lot, you know? And that's what we're here for.
I think it's rare. Sometimes there are those players in history that everybody can kind of rally around. And I think you're right. PP is somebody that everyone loves.
Oh, yeah.
You like watching it. Your mom likes watching it. Your dad. You probably get your grandparents.
Austin, you gotta chill. You can't say that, man. You can't say that. You went too far. You went too far. See, there's a limit. You always cross the line.
No, I have not gone.
Always crossed the line.
You have gone.
Yes, you did.
Farther than either of us.
Yes, you did. That's not true. That was the farthest. Talking about grandparents. Jesus. Lord help this stream right now because this man needs it.
Way over the line. Tick out before they can
get
killed by anybody from Nemesis. It's going to be a 2-2 split from Amaru.
In fact, apologize to the viewers also.
I won't.
Apologize right now.
They liked it. They also like when we talk about PP.
Okay, well, that could be true.
Panda might have a kill on Lelis right now. Lelis has Acorn shot, so we can't even get the axe off of him with a bushwhack. He pops a fairy fire, and he will live. The battle hunger.
Power shot.
Grenade. Power shot. He got him. Jack is so good. He's so good.
I knew he was going to hit that. Sometimes you just know. You see it. You're feeling it. Pure instinct. First blood.
God damn.
And then he missed the range creep. We don't have to see that.
You know, he's a pressure player. He only really shows up when the pressure is highest.
That's what I always told my team, but we never made it to the high pressure situation, so I just never got to show my true worth. See, it's a bad combination if you're a high pressure player, but you don't feel pressure.
Jabs?
You're thinking about that one, huh?
Battle hunger, swashbuckle, fairy fire. Maybe it's Panda who's going to die instead, underestimating the stick and fairy fire still left in Jabs' inventory. Also got very little help from Hector there. Hector was like, I'm hitting creeps. I can give you a dead shot, and that's it.
Are you surprised by that? Because I would not be surprised by that.
No.
I would never expect help from Hector.
I think Panda knows what he signed up for, you know?
In fact, I would expect anti-help from Hector. Like, if you're both running away from a bear, he'd like, oops, I tripped you. It looks like you'll have to tank it for me, brother, you know? That's what I would expect from Hector. Yeah.
And maybe that's what happened with the dead shot. Maybe he tried to shoot Panda. Missed.
Well, rough start for Panda after it looked like it was going to be great. He doesn't get the first blood gold, and now he dies early. Does get another blood grenade, though, so he's kind of happy. Strong start for Rubicon up top. 13-1. Giving these Eidolons the business with some Z's, if you know what I'm saying.
That's right. That is so much of this draft right there, right? You put the axe into a 5 position, in a bad position, and he loses his lane. And because you don't have overall last pick, the Enigma still ends up in a bad matchup.
That's why I feel like Nemesis won this draft, even if they end up losing his game. Because they just pulled the better audible at the end. And their lineup just looks a little easier to play. See how it pounds out, though. Also, see what they buy. I don't think the itemization for Nemesis is super straightforward. They have a lot of itemization pathways they can go, particularly with the 3 cores here, the Pango and the Necro. Do you go for more survivability, sustain, utility between these 2 cores, or are you just all playing carries? You have a triple carry lineup? That sounds kind of meh to me. So you kind of have to decide as a team how you want to itemize this and talk about it. Hopefully they do. They come up with a good game plan.
CS very even between PP and Analog right now, but Analog obviously has the better of the resources, especially with yet another deny he gets on a range creep. So he's going to start pressuring PP. We'll see how PP responds.
This is a good matchup for Necro. It's one of the few heroes that Snapfire just cannot abuse in lane. Really limits his
Got him on the
snowball
cookie
potential.
and steals away the water rune. That will certainly help PP as long as he survives right here. Getting blocked up. Analog trying to stay in front of PP for as long as he can. Gets bushwhacked, pulled back in. He goes into trees. There goes a Battle Hunger trying to slow down Analog as best he can. If he gets a little bit of vision, he could kill the Snapfire. Has to settle for the axe instead with a couple of right clicks. If he can get that final hit in. Ooh, he doesn't get the hit. He's going to hit by a cookie. 2-man cookie power shot through. Lelis is going to die here to Genic with the blood grenade landing onto Analog as well. A shackle that lands. Can PP finish him off? Oh, gets a little shy and has to back it down.
If he had scatterblasted the Necro, I think the Necro dies. And he should have done that because the grenade or the Wind Ranger was going to kill that hoodwink no matter what. That was very close. Very nice turn on Genic here.
He's got him on the cookie again. If the cookie lands, the power shot finishes him off.
A lot of early mid-brawl.
Bushwhack back. Analog did manage to get in range there with the Death Pulse. Let's see if it finishes him off. PP low. 25 HP. Goes down to 15 with the blood grenade, but survives through it all.
It's going to take more than that to bring this PP down. That's for sure. Need more guys around this mid lane to handle that one. Making moves on this Enigma. He does have the drum. These Eidolons do a lot of damage. Oh, another great shackle.
And Yamson dies just like that. Genic is on fire with this Wind Ranger.
He's owning. He is absolutely hitting some nice skill shots here. That's a good sign for Amaru because when he's on, this team looks a lot better. Everything just flows. And you have a 5-position axe, so you're going to have to carry some of the support load here because you're getting pseudo-griefed by your 5.
6-minute power rune. And Lelis is already there to guard the bottom part. Yamson the top. An illusion rune instantly taken because Analog has no bottle. Necrophos is not a bottle hero, so no point in those power runes.
What do you think about this strat, Austin? What if you dragged all of the No, just hear me out on this. What if you dragged...
Is it a strat involving the mid laner of Amaru? Okay.
No.
All right, go ahead.
This is not a PP pun.
Okay.
What if you dragged all the waves with the flag bearers to mid lane and had everybody TP and then killed them all together as 5 heroes?
So you just all share the flag bearer, multiple flag bearer gold?
Yeah, think about it.
It sounds possibly efficient gold-wise and terribly inefficient experience-wise.
All right, but just think about it. We'll come back to that later. That was a nice rotation from Rubicon. This is why I like him on Tiny, because I think he's a very strong active carry player, so you need to give him a hero he can be active on and find these little play opportunities and get involved in the game. And I think Tiny is
far
the
more likely
perfect answer.
to make that move than Hector is. So.
Oh yeah, Hector's not moving. I don't think Hector even knows that this Twin Gate got added.
He's like, how did Tiny get to this side of the map?
He's like, this guy ran all the way through the river. What the hell's happened? There's no way this guy knows the Twin Gate's there. I refuse to believe it.
Well, he does know where the neutral camps are. And he'll be farming those and trying to stay in this safe lane until perhaps the Enigma manages to take the opposing safe lane tower, which he's currently assaulting with the Eidolons. Panda and Genic both clearing out some of the areas around the tower to make sure there's no heroes.
Be tempted to gate bottom here too. Take the fight on this tier 1. I don't think you want to give this tier 1 to a Pango.
No, certainly not. They should get a tower advantage for sure.
Yes. Need to make sure that happens here if you're Amaru. And they will. They'll defend it. Eidolons are going to pound into the top though. Rubicon comes back. Starts swinging.
Free money.
Ooh, that's some juicy gold right there.
4,000 net worth for the Tiny. Rubicon has a decent lead in second place. It's Analog. Making a run down. Yamson. Nightmare goes out. PP is here. Hits him with a cookie, and a scatter blast should be the death. 5 position for Nemesis.
Getting involved 2-0. Working on that KDA. Will be a Radiance for the Necro and Diffusal for the Pango. So triple damage dealing cores across the board for Nemesis. One might say this is greedy. Somebody else might say not greedy.
It's efficient, I believe.
That's right.
It's taken a little while because of this Tiny and the threat he has on the Eidolons, but I think Amaru have finally solidified they're going to take this tower, but they shouldn't lose Hector in the process. Panda going to chase back these heroes away from K1 Hector. Genic is already counter-rotated. Jabs, swashbuckle, but gets shackled.
Another
Very
great
nice
shackle.
with the dead shot on top of that one, but here comes Analog with the heals. Panda's certainly dead. He's going to be Reaper's Sight, but they're going to run down more heroes. No, PP and Jabs are both going to show up. Cookie lands, though he's already swashbuckled some distance away, and they manage to catch him with a Malefice. No Rolling Thunder here, and the Necrophos has already called it quits with the Reaper Sight being used. He does not want to sit down in this bottom lane any longer.
Great cookie. Find something there. That was probably the most disrespectful Reaper in the history of Dota 2.
And 10 HP, 5 position X.
He took it for the team, that's for sure.
Ooh, Yamson just outside of the range of PP.
Amp damage to the Tiny. Rubicon comes in and steals that one. They did lose top tower to the Enigma. That was probably inevitable. So this bottom tier 1 for Amaru is going to be the point of attack. We have seen Nemesis struggle to take this tower. It has been an issue in some of the games.
Panda dead again, which I think it's just space. It's all just space. Every single time they go after him, it means K1 Hector has cleaned up another wave on the tower, and this tower does not die.
Give this man a purple heart or something. He's dying in the line of duty for his admiral, Captain K1 Hector.
This has got to break open some way, somehow. Rubicon goes through the gate again. They're going to sweep through behind this tower.
You're not going to
Does mean
catch
the longer
Hector.
this takes, though.
What are they doing? They're not going to catch Hector. Like, come on. Come on, man. This is like trying to smoke on Prime Miracle. Brothers, it is not going to happen.
Just like that, K1 Hector is out of there. But as long as Nemesis get this tower to hold.
Bringing heroes down here. They have Boots Travel Snap who can easily connect to these plays. Well, like you said, tower dead. Pretty nice tower for Nemesis to get. Definitely could have been a tower that Amaru fought.
With a greedy tricore like this, you got to open up the map as much as you can.
Oh, yeah. That said, this Necro is kind of chilling on his way to Radiance.
Yeah.
Hasn't been pressured too much. Just farming up.
It's kind of wild that Analog is just going to go uncontested to a Radiance as a mid-lane Necrophos. Something about that doesn't sound right.
Especially when you have Snap mid, a hero that can output a lot of magic damage early on and give you easy kill potential on him.
Another bushwhack sharpshooter combo that easily killed Panda, but it's all space for Hector to try and take some of this hard camp stack. Now another smoke going K1 Hector's way. Does he see this one coming?
Of course. You're not going to catch Hector.
Not.
You want it to be caught, Austin. You don't understand. This is a...
yeah, you want to do Fiend's Grip 3%.
That is a strategic... Yeah,
Rubicon
strategic
is going
ult.
to die on the other side of the map, so...
See? It's all according to plan. Strategic ult tank. He gets the free resources. Tiny, the faster farmer, is now on the bench for longer. Efficient trade for K1 Hector. Carry god.
Yeah. Well, that'll be 2 different stacks of permanent buffs or debuffs. You got 1 Reaper Scythe and 1 Ichor of Niktasha.
True.
So maybe he wants to be nightmared and Fiend's Gripped for an extra 5%.
That does suck. Those things add up. They're really annoying. Big smoke middle here.
Yeah, but a high ground ward. And immediately broken by Yamsen. Yamsen will try and deal with the ward. Rolling Thunder is going to come out. A lot of heroes here, but they both get black holed in the process. Can they kill this Pango? Rolling Thunder is going to last a few more seconds. See if he can roll on out of here, gets to the river, and swashbuckles back and away. Again, space this time for Nemesis. Analog has finished up a Radiance at 14 minutes flat.
Damn. He's big. So is this Enigma, though. Oscar found a lot. He has full Vessel, Drum, level 9. Yeah, you don't get the black hole kill on the Pango, but you stall up his Rolling Thunder. Threatening a tower. Gotta be careful. This is a hasted Necrophos.
And it gets Nightmare during his win run here with a focus fire on the tower. He's just doing as much damage as he can. He knows he's dead. There's no way out of here, surely, right? Another win run, 3 seconds. Swashbuckle doesn't land. He actually starts healing up. The win run's going to activate. He's running for it. They've got the soul release on him. And the sharpshooter hits him. He's taking out the soul release. It got him in the end.
Oh, he didn't die to Necro. Space created for K1 Hector.
That's true.
Panda looking for the Wisdom Shrine steal. This would be the biggest play of his game so far. He might get it. Oh my word. Just like that, he's back. He is back. Back to the fountain.
One more death. What's one more death? That'll be 6 for Panda in 15 minutes.
On one level of space, at a certain point, though, you're just not going to have a 5th player in this game. And it's really hard to win Dota 4v5, no matter what the situation is. I feel like this is almost that meme of the... You know the streamer meme where the guy's just sweating and, like, you know, he's playing, he's like hitting
one guy.
That's Oscar right now.
Having fun.
Like, look at Oscar's cam. He's like, oh, I'm sweating. He's like, fuck, I gotta carry this game 4v5. My K1's dying. I have a fucking 5 axe. He's not doing shit. He's got like 800 APM, just sweating his balls off. And then there's Panda. Hey guys, I got their Wisdom Shrine. I'm 0-6.
Takes his hands off the keyboard yet again.
He has 1 hockey. He's pressed it like twice this game. This is the dichotomy of Dota 2, and it's amazing.
He's pulling a creep wave to Hector into the triangle.
He's so bored right now. He's like, oh my god. I don't want to play this axe anymore. Someone carry me, please.
I see. I thought you were going to make that analogy, but it's Panda doing the sweating and Hector having all the fun.
No. I think all of Amaru are sweating right now in this game.
How to go down? I mean, you may have countered this Necrophos, but all 3 cores on Nemesis, like you said, what are they going to do? Are they all going to try and carry the game? Well, at the rate that they're getting farm, it feels like they can do that.
They're not getting pressured, so yeah, I agree. They got away with some greed. Now they're just going to scale like beasts. And I'm worried. I'm worried for Amaru being able to keep up with them. Yeah, Morta is a hyper carry. It is a hyper carry that can get kited, though. So, gotta be careful. Link on the Enigma.
Nice cookie timing there from PP. Catches jabs as he swashbuckles to the wave.
PP is owning this qualifier. I don't know if people have watched all of his games. He is just cooking. Cooking some cookies and cooking some fools out.
Jumping on Lelis. Sharpshooter shot to give him that extra distance. This is a level 2 Mortimer's Kisses for PP, so they gotta clear out this area. Lelis still dies, giving up his killing spree to Oscar's Enigma, who is gonna have a Malefice pretty soon. Or, yeah, the upgraded
Malefice shard. Holy face, he's got a Malefice.
He has level 4 Malefice, but he's gonna have upgraded Malefice with the shard.
I told you he's fat, man. This tiny pick did not shut him down too hard. He's yet to die. Just cruising around this game.
But can you do anything with this? Because again, they haven't pressured any of these cores because they have an offlane Enigma, which is hard to pressure heroes. Good at killing supports that TP into you, that is for sure.
Oh, Culling Blade. +1 armor.
Another permanent stack. Hell
yeah, we're online. What do you mean, can he do anything? Why can't he do anything? He's cruising in this game.
No, I'm asking, can he kill the Necrophos or the Tiny or the Pango who are farming?
Why not? Why can't he kill him? He can kill him.
I would love to see them do that.
Look, he's killing all kinds of stuff out here.
He's killing more supports.
Dunk. 3-0 and 6. He has 87% kill participation, and you're doubting this man. Get the hell out of here, Austin. Who are you? You're just biased caster.
What does this mean? I'm asking you to do some analysis on the state of the game of Nemesis just AFK farming 3 cores.
They are. That's what they're doing.
Thank you. Back to you, Shiver.
Hey, you can't. You know, don't fuck around. You're gonna find out. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Are you threatening me?
No, I would never threaten you.
Okay. It was just a warning, I see. Smoke up from Nemesis.
Just throwing it out there.
Rubicon. They are done farming. They're not even going to wait for Rubicon to complete his item. They are moving. And they will find nothing.
Where, though? Moving where?
Amaru have already retreated through the gate.
It feels like Amaru are just playing the map better. Yeah, Nemesis have the 3 cores that are all scaling, and they're getting a lot of farm, but we're seeing Amaru pick it up. I think the supports have gotten a lot more done. This Enigma is working towards BKB. It's going to be a nice timing. Hector's doing Hector things. And it's a failed smoke gank for Nemesis. They're just not finding a lot of momentum on the map. Can they do objectives, though? One of the things is if you can't hunt heroes, well, then hunt Roshan. They can absolutely do that. It is very contestable, though, with kisses. And there was a ward right outside Roshan. So, all right, they're just smoking.
Way.
They have, wait, what do they have on Axe? It went Glimmer. Yeah, they're gonna. No way you can do this, Roche. Maru absolutely can be there in time.
I mean,
they're gonna re-smoke.
It's way too scary.
Back-to-back smokes, just trying to find a kill.
Showing
Feels
a lot
very.
Of heroes
what
there.
the hell?
Jump in a little bit late though. No black hole opportunity just yet. They quickly kill and trade support 5s.
That's a value trade, right? That's. I mean, that is the one upside for Panda. I mean, if Panda trades for anything in this game, it's mega value. Are you kidding me?
That's true. He has been giving it away for free. So if he can get anything for his debt, well worth it. Nice toss back, though. Beautiful stuff from Rubicon.
Great find. Oscar just sleeping on the job. You got to assume that they're still in that area. Nice little pickup for them. And all of a sudden, Necrophos getting pretty farmed. Radiance, Wraps, Boots of Travel. He's got the farm build. He's starting to tank up. He's got a Lotus. He's got a full wand. He's got that shard. He's 1,500 ahead of Hector. Whenever you're ahead of Hector, you're doing something right. That's a good rule of thumb.
And, of course, Oscar could pressure this Necrophos. Because you said it was very possible for him to do so. But why do you think he's chosen not to do that so far?
What kind of BS question is that, dude? Like, what? That's not even a question. What is this, a deposition? Like, what?
Yes,
I never even said that.
If you're going to spread lies in my courtroom, I'm going to hold you accountable.
I never even said that. Play the ball, dude. You asked a question assuming an answer, which I refused to answer, and then just put the answer that I didn't give back into my mouth? What the hell is that, dude?
You did give the answer. You said, of course he can. Of course he can kill these heroes.
Yeah, of course he can kill them. That's way different than he
owning.
can find
He's
Necro in the
307.
jungle. He was 307. He's owning. BKB gate.
Through the gate, PP is making sure 100% he does not get picked off here. He knew he was in a bad spot.
So if the BKB teleport is the Nightfall, what is the BKB gate? I don't know. That just sounds wrong.
Golden Peak.
I can't
Tormentor's going to be taken on one side,
literally
Rogue's
can't
being
say
threatened on the other.
Oh, he almost died, but he gets a shard. Meanwhile, though, Roche, K1 Hector made the call.
It's already
Great Roche hero. Okay, something for this Martha. Maybe join the game a little bit. The issue for Nemesis is they used a lot of smokes earlier on. They only really have one left. So it's kind of better to just let this Necrophos shove waves and play off the tiny Shadow Blade and try and look for pickoffs that way. I don't like them grouping too much in this game. I think they don't need to be so afraid. Amaru are just kind of in farm mode. And yet Nemesis are still grouping up a lot. You have Bane, you have a Shadow Blade Tiny, you have a Necro who can push waves. These things should
Legitimately,
be
I don't know who you're talking about when you say they're in farm mode. Like, I know you said Amaru, but like I feel like it could apply to Nemesis as well, you know?
They were in farm mode, but then they committed those 2 smokes, didn't get Roche. They have been doing a bit more stuff, and I think at this point you should switch that mode. Like, now you should be hunting some heroes on the map. You should be looking for the fights.
Well, I guess they've been trying and failing. Maybe they can land something here. K1 with his Silver Edge and Aegis, so he can play pretty far forward and scout out some of this without too much fear of rebuttal. He spots Rubicon, and Panda was hoping for a Glimmer Cape initiation off of Tumbler Toy. Will not find it.
Always a little tough. Amaru getting lanes out. They're the ones with the Aegis, but they're dodging. Panda on the high ground, ready to break smokes. A dutiful servant to K1 Hector. Lord K1 Hector, I shall tank the smoke for you.
Do you think he's actually giving control of his hero to Hector so Hector can like place him exactly where he wants him to break smokes?
That's too much micro.
Radiant are scanning.
You don't want to drain Hector's energy. Right. You need to keep him fresh. Could have a long series on our hands. So you gotta keep the energy high. Don't want to gas out by game 3.
And energy is going to be a problem because it has been a very long day for the South American qualifiers, and both of these teams had an early start, though Amaru had the earlier start, that is for sure.
You've been at it for a while. That's why you got to keep that stamina in mind. K1, does he
through from Nemesis,
play?
a third smoke in a row that's going to fail?
No way. They got to get something other than Panda.
We'll get an axe. Is that succeeding? I don't think you can call that success.
No. That is the last thing you want to see. You almost don't want to kill him. I actually wouldn't kill him there. If that's what I found, I would just like nuke him and then run away. Be like, I don't even want to kill you. You're so useless in this game. I'm going to leave you on the battlefield. And I think that sends a bigger message than killing him.
Well, they did kill him, which is kind of important because he might one day actually have an initiating tool. He has queued up the Blink Dagger and has 1,000 gold for it.
At least you can jungle with Axe. This is a hero that can get some items.
Well, you can jungle on Axe. He has to break smokes if he is hitting neutrals. He's taking Hector's neutrals.
He could go take Nemesis camps.
No, but then he's not breaking smokes for K1 Hector. He has to be near Hector, and if he's near Hector, he can't take the neutrals because those are Hector's neutrals. It's a catch-22.
What's he supposed to do, man? What do they want from this guy?
He's supposed to die. That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to die over and over.
Oh my god.
It's it's the Rick and Morty. What is my purpose?
He has no purpose.
Her purpose is to break smokes and die for me.
It's such a sad life.
Yeah.
See, maybe he went Tumbler toys. You can like Tumbler into the smoke, just Valhalla yeet himself in there.
Mr.
Witness me. He just Tumbler and calls him. Get out of there, Hector.
Pretty much.
Well, what did they use this Aegis for? They got a tier 2 top. They got a lot of farm on the Muerto. It's honestly not a bad use of the Aegis because you were kind of waiting for Enigma BKB. So now you have that. You have a whole other BKB on Hector. They're ready to fight. If you can get a good black hole.
Necrophos level
Panda's
20
in.
is going to break.
He missed the call.
Did the Tumbler toy call? He missed.
Oh no!
Now's the time to die.
He Reapered him.
He burned again.
What?
Oh
Why?
my God! BKB K1 Hector is wasted.
Yeah,
Did
what
not
is-
hit anything at all, and now pulled back in by the
Oh
bushwhack.
my
Rubicon
God.
spots the Enigma, the only threat at this point
Oh
in the team
my,
fight.
this
And
is
the black hole goes
disgusting.
down, but there's nothing to back it up. K1 Hector is surrounded. Where is my panda? Where is he?
I don't understand anything about that fight from Amaru. I'm not gonna lie. Panda's literally scratching his head like, I did my job, guys. I tanked the Reaper. That was first point of contact. I don't know. This is where you're just missing a hero. It's really hard to just do basic stuff, you know?
I mean,
I need to
also at
replay
some
that
point, like,
fight.
do you have too many backline heroes for
A little
Muerto?
bit, yeah. Who
Like,
is going in
The
this
Axe
game?
can't really go in and start the fight, which means the fight starts on the Muerta, right? Jabs is able to Rolling Thunder and go, I'm going to go after you, Muerta. You have to respond. She pops BKB because there's a chance that, you know, you get hit by that first stun, you get chain stun, you get focused down, you get the Reaper Scythe, you know? So you kind of have to pop the BKB. And then the Enigma is just sitting there waiting for the clump.
Who wants cookies?
Somebody has to go
Not
in for
too
this lineup.
bad.
Other than this useless Axe, who's not a threat, isn't going to force anything. I think it has to be PP, but we'll see. Time will tell. Maybe Muerta can get big enough she can just go in on her own and can black hole on top of her or something. Seems unlikely. A lot on the line here. You better figure it out. You have some firepower in this. This is the issue. They have firepower in the lineup. It's just not clear how they can set the fight up to use it.
I'm not going to lie. I spent the last 10 minutes of this game wondering who was actually winning. And I guess I've got an answer now, which is, I guess Nemesis was winning.
It does look like it after that fight. That was a very unconvincing fight. They even Reapered a 100 HP 5-position axe, which is effectively useless. Like, they threw Reaper in the garbage can, and they just still won the fight incredibly convincingly.
I mean, to be frank, even if Muerta can hit Necrophos during this, like, he just picked up a heart. I feel like once he hits that Reaper Scythe, the regen that he gets combined with heart, it almost doesn't matter. Like, what can they do to him? I don't think they can do enough damage and enough time.
Also, I'm going to go off on a rant here because we're paused. Can I have a little rant time?
Yeah, go ahead. You've got 5 minutes, counselor.
Like, fuck this Pango hero, honestly. Just, I haven't watched this stupid hero for 10 years. It doesn't matter how poor he is. It doesn't matter how sacked he is. It doesn't even matter what the hell he buys. Just Diffusal, all you have to do is buy Diffusal and then smack your head against the Dota Plus item recommendations and just gadunk, gadunk, and like shit out the reroll any items. And the hero just chain stun solo kill somebody every fight. No counterplay. No support in the game can reliably interact with this hero. No cores can really itemize against him. He has built-in BKB when BKB got nerfed for everybody else. It's the longest duration debuff immunity in the game. He can refresh the debuff immunity. No one else can refresh their debuff immunity. It's a mobility spell. It activates his other skills. He has no cooldown on anything. He can perma bash you during it. He burns your mana. It's like insanely low cooldown for no reason. His laning isn't even weak. And even when they nerf this hero, they just instantly buff him a week later because somebody has the biggest hard-on for Pangolier of all time at Valve headquarters. Why? Why, dude? Like, all right, let's get back to the game, Austin.
He's a funny little roll-up guy who has vector targeting. Isn't that's a cool mechanic? Funny no. Frenchman.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Pango for you. Even against a hero that it counters Pango. Because you can't take physical damage during Pierce the Veil, right? Like all that physical damage, all those physical damage spells don't really interact with you. But just the chain stun is too big of a threat. Oh, okay. Actually, two-shot there by the combo from PP. Is he going to be able to get away though? He's got a BKB, and there's no basher. There is no way to stop this. Just an execution
for now,
and a get out of jail free card.
For now, basher's coming on Pango soon here. Jabs cues it up. The reason I ranted about Pango is because I feel like this hero just keeps getting disrespected in the draft. I feel like he gets left through, somebody picks Pango, Pango destroys the game, and then next game he's just continually unbanned, and then someone picks Pango, and then you have to pick a bunch of heroes to counter Pango, and then guess what? He still has mega high impact. And it's like, oh, I guess we'll just keep playing against Pango, and I hate this hero. I would hate playing against this hero. I think it's either a hero you can address and beat, or it's a hero you ban because he conceptually makes the game so difficult to play. All right, that's my rant over. Aggressive outpost team. And there's another BKB forced. Oh, you got bashed.
Got the bash.
Haha. Get wrecked.
Yeah, just
also
like it's crazy how heroes have been power scaled over time, and Pango has been the opposite. He has been nerfed over time. Swashbuckle only hits 3 times. Shield Crash is now a barrier instead of percentage-based damage reduction. Right? Remember
he's
those
still
days?
broken.
And he's still broken.
Also, keep in mind, this matchup against the Mortha, fortune favors the bold. Kills your gunslinger chance.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Which is incredibly debilitating. So all you have to do is just exist on this hero with roll and stun him and reduce his proc chance, and you're removing like a third or fourth of the hero right off the bat, because this hero's all about gunslinger. So I don't know, this hero's just so dumb. Like, what happened to the game?
Janik is cutting ways with focus fire on the siege wagons. This is the kind of game that Amaru is in. I don't really understand
can't fight.
it.
They just can't fight straight up. They need, I don't know what they need. They need more farm on the
blink on
Mortha.
axe now.
I don't know if that does anything, to be honest.
Hector's on that BKB right now, and Rubicon has spotted him. Gonna go after Panda first, and Hector will get away thanks to his
tanked.
Yeah.
Successful tanking for Panda.
The sacrificial lamb.
Instant TP's top outpost. They're trying to catch the rats now with some deep lane wards. They know what is going on.
One of the best rats out there. Proliferates quite quickly is the Enigma. He's going to cut these waves even as they cut down PP.
Just bleeding this game out. You get next Roche here on the side of Nemesis, you have a very solid chance to just end the game with an incredible timing where you itemize 3 cores as 3 carries, you got away with it, and now they're just all beasts. All in on some crazy Oscar Black Hole, I guess. It's kind of the only thing you got going for you as this game goes later.
Dire are scanning.
It's not like they have this gigantic network. There's clearly a draft problem if you are forced into this kind of Brad action when you're down like 5-6K. It's grown to 9K, which is still not an insurmountable lead for most matchups, but maybe they truly believe that they just hold out and Hector will get big enough, which Muerta is getting to kind of soft 6th level here. Chrysalis, a Dragonlance.
Gotta land big black holes. That's the only way you're winning a fight. You don't have the damage otherwise. These heroes are way too tanky.
And as every pro team, well, not everyone, but I feel like most of the pro teams nowadays, they don't take this risk anymore. Trying to do Roshan, risk the opportunity given for the enemy team to jump in there and take away the Aegis. On the first sight of any sort of heroes, Nemesis will 4-man smoke up, and they made the call to wrap around. Instead, it now seems to be to push just straight through. Into the triangle they go. They're going to break on Panda. Panda is not going to get caught, at least not yet. Ooh, and they land a bushwhack there on Genic. Missed call, and they jump on Panda as he tries to make the initiation. There's the Rolling Thunder, stopping K1 Hector from doing much during his Pierce the Veil. In fact, he's doing nothing. Pierce the Veil has now run out. Now he's going to pop his BKB and does a bit of damage to the Pango. But now it's going to be both the BKB and the Pierce the Veil. Wasted Black Hole immediately stopped by the Fiend's Grip, but the last second, right as Yamsen was dying to PP.
Damn. Sick Fiend's Grip there. He didn't BKB on the Black Hole. It wouldn't have mattered, though. Just a very chaotic team fight. There's just nothing for K1 to hit. Like, he just has to run or get chain stunned by the Pango.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Roshan passes over to the other side, so Nemesis aren't able to immediately do it. They'll get the objective in the tier 2 before I assume they'll back up and do that. I mean, Nemesis are playing this slow and disciplined, and it's working for them. So I can't really blame them for it. Like, they're just taking more of the map. They're taking objectives. They're getting very big on all 3 of their cores. I mean, Analog is almost level 25.
He's a monster.
And I feel like he's barely interacted with heroes.
No, he's just chilling. They haven't tried to do anything. He's panicked on Mining's got 5,000 HP. These heroes are just too tanky. They don't have the damage. They hit this damage valley in the mid game. They didn't find enough early momentum. Axe doesn't do anything. Wind Ranger doesn't do any damage. Your Enigma Black Hole does damage, but you can't reliably use it. Not on low cooldown. So who's threatening anybody in this game? It's Snapfire. Only Snap. And Sapphire kind of falls into that damage valley a little bit before she gets to level 20 and 25. So just rough. Rough to not find more momentum with this lineup. Now you're stuck trying to scale here. I also want to say, like, is this Pango Muerta matchup even that bad for Pango? I feel like everybody says this.
Not at all.
I don't think it's true. I think, yeah, in a scenario where you get to sit there and BKB, Pierce the Veil, hit Pango 10 times and he dies, okay, sure. How reliably are you going to do that? I feel like more often than not, Pango can just ruin your team fight. He has Basher, he has Roll Chain Stun, forces early BKB, and Lucky Shot ruins you. This is one of the largest attack speed reductions in the game.
Resistance during Rolling Thunder.
Yes.
So, like, even if you are hitting him during the ball,
and even
if you do stop the ball from just rolling away, he is still not dying very quickly at all. And we've already said Muerta's a burst hero. Like, it's a hero that you need to kill heroes within this 10 seconds of Pierce the Veil. And once that's out, you are a very different hero.
I just don't believe in this matchup anymore, the more I've watched it. I'm not sure I believe in anything against Pango anymore.
2 cookie charges for the Sapphire. So there's a bit more chain stun off this initiation, but
they do have Lincoln's. Lincoln's Enigma is big. It will guarantee a full black hole in this game, pretty much. But he's so low level. Like, what the hell happened to his levels? He's 16. He's lower level than the Hoodwink. There's a level 25 Necrophos in this game, you know?
Bottom tower is under attack.
Kind of brutal. Oscar just not finding a lot of XP. They're gonna look for some cheeky kill top.
Plays, spotting, Lelis. Doesn't hit the cookie. Gets the Malphus, breaks down the trees, hits him with the cookie, the second one.
That's
and,
Gem.
There you go. Quick little kill.
What the hell is going on here?
Onto the Eidolon's mid lane, though. Caught in a Fiend's grip. K1 Hector unable to do anything during his Pierce the Veil. BKB diving with the black hole. Catches 3. A beautiful initiation from Oscar until he pulls in the Pengu to him and it stops the black hole. K1 Hector is on the run. He almost died there, so he couldn't take advantage of that beautiful black hole whatsoever.
So even when you black hole Pango, it's to his advantage. That's cool.
Yeah.
Heck, that was a sick Lotus from Genic to save Hector there, going into that Reaper. Did a lot of work. If he could have sat there and hit them in the black hole, that was kind of the dream. He's just too low. Had to back out. The Tiny almost killed him. That's another Pierce the Veil.
Oh, PP. He jumps in, double cookie, only hits the one onto the Bane. Meanwhile, Analog, he shrugs off the damage from Genic. That focus fire isn't doing a thing to him.
Okay, some signs of life though. Level 3 Pierce the Veil with the low cooldown. Need some work here. Another big call
from Panda.
Wait, why is he...
Keep these heroes here until the Enigma is back up and Pierce the Veil is off cooldown. Another 15 seconds for that. To the jump in. Immediately hits Hector. Oh, we got off the Pierce the Veil. A good timing. He gets
big
the
damage.
PP and he shoots down the Tiny. Now
big damage.
Necrophos as well. While PP shoots globs after him. Does manage to finish off the Necrophos and jabs is in deep. Trying to get Hector. He couldn't get him. A swashbuckle.
Oh my
it's not
God.
enough. K1 Hector twice now. Lives with like 100 HP.
K1, God, never doubt this man again, Austin. Never doubt him again. This might be one of the greatest 1 in 3 Morta performances we've ever seen. What a botched team fight, in all seriousness, from Nemesis here. They aggressively roll on the Morta, but he doesn't get chain stun, doesn't die, and then he's just able to turn. Nobody can hit him. You don't get a Reaper off here. Might have been on cooldown till the very end. And they win a fight convincingly without the black hole. Has this game turned a corner? Is the Morta with the level 3 Pierce the Veil cooldown suddenly strong enough to threaten these heroes and create some pressure? Full Daedal is done. That's real spooky.
I mean, the damage upgrade is significant. It does change the fight. I do think that Nemesis just kind of lost.
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like they should have just looked for the blink toss back on the Morta. He was kind of giving it to him a little bit. There is Lincoln Sphere out now on the Wind Ranger. That's influential. Double Lincoln Sphere in this game can potentially get thrown onto the Morta, block a Reaper or something. Man, I thought this game was over, but K1 Hector says, hell no. I haven't been farming this whole game for no reason.
Putting in work. You're still going to be the fear. Like, I don't feel like you can ever hit high ground because the potential of toss back into Ag's Fiend's Grip, right? Like, you have plenty of time if you're Yamson. A toss back happens, use any spell to break the Lincolns, even if that means they get off their BKB, like, who the hell cares? And now they BKB and their Fiend's Grip for 5 seconds, you know, behind your tier 3 tower. That sounds miserable. So they may have the, Amaru may have proven that they can hold their high ground, but they haven't proven they can hit the enemy high ground. Nemesis, can they wrestle control back of this game, though?
They have decent scale still. I don't think they're afraid of going ultra late necessarily, though I do think it gets a little better for Amaru. If they can get to 25 Snapfire, you have more Enigma scale with Ag's Refresher. You always can keep powering up this Muerta for a long time. She just got her gunslinger chance. Pretty broken talent. And of course, we have a lot of slots to fill on Panda here. This axe can still, continue to find a little bit more in this game. He has another greater healing Lotus. They're kind of saving these Lotuses and trying to use them against the Reaper. It's pretty cool. I like this idea.
Smart.
The old meta
BKB for Analog with his level 25, which he went for the Death Pulse cooldown. Aghanim Scepter, no Shiva's Chasm Stone nonsense here. Oscar just goes good old-fashioned Aghanim Scepter early for the Enigma.
I can see it in trying to pull the Pango in before he can bash you. Could be pretty nice. Maybe catch the Bane, pull him in before some grip goes off on a Lincoln's pop. Because Yamsa does have Aether Lens. He could potentially
Analog
pop the Lincolns.
Ooh, he went for the mid-wave, and there was a setup there from Amaru. They do not feel good about jumping Necro, though.
No, that is a rough hero to jump. Especially when you know he probably has buyback boots to travel too. That fight can go real wrong for you. And you kind of have to respect buybacks in this game if you're AMG. You can't get overhyped in some big black hole and then just get wiped in return and lose Roshan. Those types of scenarios can absolutely happen here. You got to respect your Pierce the Veil. You got to respect your black hole and just be disciplined, not over chasing the fights.
Dealt with the bottom wave that's pushing in. Immediate smoke back into Roche positioning.
Hector bought out. Full meal
Got the call. Onto the Necro.
Oh, they're just going to try and all in it.
Straight black hole him with the Pierce the Veil from K1
Dang.
Hector. There goes the Necropost, but you've used a lot for here.
Grip on him.
The buyback. A Fiend's Grip, but the Fiend's Grip holds.
He canceled it.
Breaks through, and K1 Hector, they had managed to stop all of the different illusions, but K1 Hector's still going to be run down even with the Silver Edge runaway. Analog with his Heartstopper aura and his Radiance just chases him all the way to the ends of the earth. Panda, his Aeon Disc gets procced. He's not getting away. That'll be a third kill, and you are absolutely right. Nemesis holding on to buybacks, holding on to their boots of travels. You use so much for one kill, but the extra lives in Nemesis, they just dominated that fight.
No Pierce the Veil, no black hole, no shot.
PB is gonna die as well. A fourth hero kill.
You just wanted to cut the wave, but you're against Pangolier. There's no wave cutting against this hero. I can't believe K1 died so fast like that at the end of that fight. Got shredded by, guess who? It's your favorite boy, the Pangolier damage leader.
Yeah. Are they gonna get a team wipe over the course of like 90 seconds? Genic, the last person to survive the fight in mid, gets a blink away. No mana, no HP, no teleport scroll.
Space created,
But he's
though.
got legs.
Maybe this buys enough time for the Muerta to respawn before any big damage is done. They got to deal with jabs, honestly. He's more important than almost anybody else in this game in terms of Hector being able to stay in the fight. I think he can fight the other cores. He can't deal with the Pangolier just chasing him down.
It comes back to that same problem we saw very early on. Like, who is starting the fights? Oscar has now started the fight, and it's shown that, like, okay, he actually has to wait for more of a clump. He can't just one-man black hole.
If he has no refresher,
if he's
probably
not doing it, who is?
That's why I said I think the snap just kind of has to go in.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
It's tough. It's a tough call, especially against buybacks. Their lineup is really bad against multiple lives here, either in the form of Aegis or buybacks. So it'll be a refresher shard plus Aegis cheese for Nemesis here. They can either have double grip, they can give it to the Pango, they can give it to the Necro. They have a lot of good refresher heroes here.
Double cancel sounds pretty sick. Though I could not believe that they actually managed to stun all three Banes.
Cookies comes through.
Last time.
It was a pretty sick idea. EP freeing up his Muerta, but unfortunately, he's dead anyway. So.
Torch goes down with no contest. Analog will take the Aegis. Rubicon, the cheese. I'm surprised the Aegis didn't go to Tiny and have the Tiny hit the high ground.
He has no buyback on the Necro. I think that was their main motivation.
Yeah, that's fair.
The Tiny can buyback if you're trying to go for an all in end the game. He also has 5,000 HP, and they haven't really been focusing. I'm not sure if Rubicon can die unless K1 gets on top of him. That's his only real worry. So if he plays safe and keeps that interaction in mind, he can't really die in these fights. Just let the Necro frontline until you see them worth the commit, and then you can pick your poison, pick your mark.
Well, PP now has more incentive to make that initiation you were talking about. He's got Blink Scythe, so he's got a lot of chain stun on his jump.
Okay, that's something here. No buyback on Hector. If he dies, this game just immediately ends.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Ball miss. Wind Ranger with the shard will pull in the Necrophos, but opportunity is lost. Rubicon with ham damage. A couple of swipes there at the tower real quick. And swiftly moving to the other side of the map. I don't know if they had this idea that there were some heroes up here, or they just wanted to make sure they could push in all the lanes.
They're looking for a pick-off. They'd rather get some sort of opening to go the high ground instead of just forcing it straight up, which is very reasonable. Just don't think they're going to get it here. So you're going to have to make the play call with this Aegis. 2.5 minutes left. Do you force the issue? I would force it. But I'm an old man with nothing to live for. And these are young men with families, and cats, and TI on the line. It's a very different situation to try and go high ground with.
That's true. I don't even know how to bounce off of that.
You gotta say something, man. What do you mean?
Nothing to live for.
What? I'm just saying, like, in the world of Dota 2, dude, I'm not, this isn't some cry for help. I'm saying, like, I'm a retired analyst, you know? I would go high. I've already had my career. It's done. I don't have to prove anything. My legacy's established.
It's true. He's one of the winningest TI players of all
That's right.
time.
Like, I don't need to prove anything. But these guys got stuff to prove. They're still fighting in the Coliseum. It's a little scary. That was my only point, man. It wasn't some super dark
Both these
comment.
teams
Jeez.
holding on to the hope that they'll be able to still make it to TI through a lower bracket run.
Oh, look at this.
Nemesis, are you willing to try and end this game, or are you just play it out forever? Another call, pull back in on Analog. That Pierce the Veil is going to last long enough. They might get us some more shots on Analog here. He's going to just be straight up black hole.
The bash!
Inside of it, but the bash comes out from the
Frickin' Pangolier, man!
And now a Fiend's Grip put onto the Muerta. Two different big ultimates that are going to take out two different cores. One of them has buyback in the Enigma. Well, what's the point without the black hole? Gloss being shot out by PBA does manage to get the Bane, but now his BKB is gone. He cooked.
Great shackle.
Great shackle shot there from Genic. Panda's almost here. Oh, Rubicon trying to finish him off with the Glimmer Cape. Comes out in time from Panda. Now the jump forward. Oscar. Oh, hit again by the Rolling Thunder. A black hole is just never going to come out for long. He gets a Midnight Pulse and a bit of damage on Rubicon, and that is all he can get.
Frickin' Pangolier, man. Get it out of my game. Anti-fun hero. What can you do? No black holes for you. It was a great idea. Unfortunately, no way to prevent Jabs getting that swashbuckle off. They even had a Wind Waker on Genic. He finished it. Could have been a big item to save Hector in that clutch situation. They take that Necro down. That's a good defense. But Fortune
Now
favors
with
the
3
bold.
heroes down, it's going to be Megas, and Nemesis even still have some cushion that they could go for tier 4s against the 2 heroes.
Radiant's top tower. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
It's just Megas before Hector's up. He was all in, no buyback available.
15 seconds for the Muerta still down. Mega creeps are secured. Nemesis can back out if they don't want to risk anything further, which looks like they will.
Didn't really cost you anything. You have all your buybacks available. Was a buyback out of the Enigma. So you can definitely let the Megas push in here and then go for some smoke play up one of the lanes. Jungle. Oh, found Lilith.
Lilith was a bit out of position. Not sure what he was doing there.
Trying to de-ward a little bit. Got caught slipping. There's a gem. They do have the 25 talent for PP with the refresher, so he does a lot more damage now. He's hit his late game stride with the Snapfire. A lot of kisses damage coming through.
Rolling Thunder. It's the Wind Ranger. Avalanche on K1 Hector as well, and he's been Fiend's gripped, and he's gone. That was simply too easy. K1 Hector is just operating on a knife's edge at all times, and it's only one of many initiations for Nemesis to ruin his day. Whether it's the Rolling Thunder or the Avalanche or the Bushwhack, whatever it is, if he doesn't get off the BKB in time, and even if he does, it's the Fiend's Grip.
Too many
tough
counterplays
for a single carry to win.
It really is. They went for this swap. It doesn't work out in the ultra late. Let's see what PB can do here. Probably not much.
Ags for Lelis, one of my favorite Ags. Well, it took a while to get here, but Nemesis, as you said, they have a lot to play for here. They got the lead. All they had to do was play it slow, and they know they had this game won in the bag. With a 29,000 net worth lead at 55 minutes. They will finish this game off. Not anything PP can do about this. The throne goes down, and game 1 is locked in for Nemesis, if executed to its full extent.
And there's Sunstrike on top of it. Can't forget the Sunstrikes here in this early game. If you can land a Bushwhack or a little, like, you know, trample onslaught into somebody and just Sunstrike them, you may be able to find a couple extra early kills here.
What is this?
River to gate.
What is this Nemesis play?
We've seen this before in this qualifier. Somebody else did this.
Straight through gate.
Yeah, it's a very sneaky move. Were they the ones who did this play? Somebody else did this, and it might have been them. This exact play. It's just a mega wrap.
30 seconds.
Yeah, look at, they're gonna wrap all the way behind the tier 2.
It didn't work in that
behind.
The other game it didn't work because the other team smoked to their jungle. So they both missed each other.
Yeah.
This might work.
A really deep ward. It's going to break on Enchantress. And thanks to Treant Protector, they're going to get the heads up. Enchantress making a run for it now. Down the river. Hard to catch this hero in the river because she is so damn fast, aided alongside the moving waters. But
they lost roots.
Yeah, they gave up 3 bounty runes to make that play for an attempt at first blood. Now they're going to try and kill the wave. They're going to get through the gate. K1 Hector can't stop them.
He showed him what's up.
Trying to get the range creep. You got it.
Kind of sucks to lose runes when you commit that smoke. It didn't work either time we saw it, though it is a very creative move. And I think it would catch some teams off guard. I like them going for that in this kind of high pressure situation. Just not everything you do right is going to work out.
I assume this matchup is quite bad for Invoker in lane.
Should be, yes. You're out base damaged. Earth Spirit can secure all range creeps, and you are under a big threat with the level 6 timing. You can land some clutch spells later on, like when you tornado them on the roll-in, stuff like this, and you obviously do become incredibly annoying for him later on. But yeah, it's gonna be it'd be nice for Earth Spirit early, most likely.
Fortunately for Nemesis, though, their side lane should be doing pretty well. I assume Primal Beast Hoodwink will do perfectly fine. Trim Protector SF is an incredibly tough safe lane to beat. The only way you can really do it is like this, trying to pull creeps. Which Genic will lose one of them here. Lost the range creep too, actually.
Damn, PP kicked Analog away from a ranged creep so that his auto attack took longer to fly through the air and he denied it. That was kind of cool.
Oh, that's pretty sick. Meta got popped by K1 Hector in the bottom lane, so expect Nemesis to get aggressive once that's on cooldown.
Very even lane phase so far. I think top is going pretty well for AMG here. You're not getting too much region abuse super early, which I think is always nice against the SF, and Oscar's getting some nice experience here already up to level 3. So the cogs are doing the work.
With these cogs.
He's played really well this qualifier. He's impressed me. He's had some really good games on a variety of stuff.
Just like PP with the kickback to get the range creep, while Analog can also do his own shenanigans with Cold Snap, always annoying.
Do I have this
so
weird
far,
thing?
K1 Hector is getting the least CS out of these lanes.
I keep like, my brain keeps morphing the team name Amaru Gaming into like some Among Us meme. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like Amigas Among Us.
The movie or whatever is coming out.
They're making an Among Us movie? What?
Yeah. Yeah, they're making some sort of media.
No, you're thinking of the Backrooms, dude. That's entirely.
Okay, that too.
Sunstrike? Yeah.
Let's get him. Blood grenade. Run him down. Jabs with the first blood.
Yeah, the Hill Troll almost bailed him out there with an ensnare. However, that's a big kill, and this is the exact pressure you're looking for. Just keep running at this Terrorblade, and these supports are not going to be able to leave him alone. It's going to protect your other two cores as a result.
Man, it's not like Clockwork and Axe can pressure SF. They're playing defense so heavily that if the Train Protector ever disappears for a little bit, it's not like they're going to feel comfortable just running into the SF.
Pretty difficult. They could dive him if it was a true 2-on-1. You have to have a really good information to do that, though.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time you're going to be midway through the act of pulling creeps anyway, so. In this case, cutting waves as the Axe is now strong enough to do so, and Genic will keep on trying to pressure them with the cogs and make life miserable. He has burned out most of Rubicon's mana at this point.
I think Nemesis are getting most of the early game they want. The Invoker's not getting ganked.
Another move.
He's not winning.
Panda is also going to be coming through the gate, and he's going to chase after Yamson with a Harpy Stormcrafter. And they might just get him. Yams is going to try and hide in the trees, but of course the Rocket Flare scouts him out pretty easily. Surrounded by 4 units that all want to kill him, and even the Centaurs are getting in on the action. Yamson goes down.
Does leave Terrorblade alone. And it's not pressure going into Analog, so Nemesis still kind of okay with these little trades. They're going to send Rubicon into the river, though, as he gets put in an awkward spot. SF heading mid.
Yeah, this is quite the move. Cold Snap trying to stop PP, hits him with double raise, slows him down. Cold Snap's about to wear thin, though, and he will be able to get the rolling boulder away. Meanwhile, the Train Protector TP down to bottom. Sunstrike almost catching PP. But delay in his way back. Enchantress in some trouble here. Gets off the heel. Onslaught and the trample mows him down. K1 Hector is left alone again in lane. Yamson pops out. Gives him a little bonk on the head.
Takes more than a roaming SF and a Sunstrike to catch PP.
true.
That was a multi-layered meme for the Dota 2 deep lore.
Yeah,
fans.
for the true deep iceberg lore.
That's
Dota
right.
fans.
Somebody enjoyed that joke. There's like one guy out there. This feels like a very slow early game for Amaru than I wanted from them.
And Rubicon through
What
the gate.
the hell?
He wants to be anywhere but this safe lane at this point.
He gated while K1 gated, and they gated past each other. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Well, the advantage is to Amaru because they're going to take this safe lane tower first. This bottom tower is still plenty healthy. They do have a siege wagon wave. Here comes the Help Air Smasher to try and cut the creep wave. This is quite the smart idea from Panda.
Didn't kill the
quite
counter.
work. Siege wagon stays alive.
Huh. Well, the end result this early game is mainly that the Axe got a lot more than I think both teams probably expected. The Invoker had a pretty fine time.
Coming through the gate, really. I thought they would have just given up this tower. But I guess with the heroes taking damage from the tower, trying to keep the siege wagon alive, they feel like this is a fight they can take. And they might be right about that. Nemesis is going to back out.
Don't want to give that tower to the SF if he rotates down there is a big thing. If you kick them out, then the SF has to TP top. Now he's just kind of out of the map for a bit. Which he probably would be anyway, but it makes his move down there uneventful. And now
they don't
K1
even
gets
have
the
level
farm.
6 on Jabs. The offlaner difference here is pretty big. Jabs only just now getting 6 off of a stacked camp, while Axe is almost level 8 due to all the creep cutting. And
He's fat. Oscar got a lot here with the creep cutting and the tree roaming to other parts of the map. We'll see if he can have a larger impact on this game than Nemesis maybe expected with such a strong safe lane. It's a decent Blade Mail blink game, which is a little rare nowadays, but you can just blink Blade Mail, call the SF or the Invoker. It's pretty juicy here. You only really have to worry about Tornado and Tree and Armor.
the safe lane ward spots the Earth Spirit TP in. So Rubicon is not going to be caught by this. He's out of here. In fact, he's going to go through the gate again. Back to the old safe lane tower push.
Very weird, dodgy early game. Everybody just kind of dodged each other.
I do
PP.
think that's to Nemesis' advantage,
Dart.
though. PP, what a kill.
Hard to a crisp. Dropped a meatball on his head. Well,
It's like
this lane has not worked out.
If they're just able to farm on SF Invoker, right? Like, you've got to be heavily favored on Nemesis.
Yes, I would say so. The Invoker is a very scary hero to go late game here against. Can even give the Alacrity to the Shadow Fiend and just help bump him up as well, so... Gotta start getting something done with this Earth Spirit. 0-1-0 start for him. He's got treads, he's got Urn, he's tanky, he can go in. Needs a little help to do so.
How badly do you want that amp damage rune? If you want it, you're going to have to pay for it. You're going to have to go through the cogs. And even then, Oscar still picks it up.
Lowest net worth core. The PP Earth Spirit.
Got him on the bushwhack. They're going to hit him with double raise. They didn't actually go for the Requiem. A third raise lands in the sharpshooter. Oh, it's off the mark, as is the Sunstrike. Whoopsies.
Yeah, where was the Sunstrike on the stun? A little misplayed there.
Yeah.
From Nemesis. He had a Lotus plus Big Wand, plus Legion Shield. Brawny at that. A lot of extra HP on this axe. He needed to secure that kill cleanly. Now you're mid-tower, getting assaulted.
Yeah, with an
Potentially threatened
Enchantress
over.
and a siege creep, it's tough to be able to deal with this, but the bushwhack catches Genic. The fireball's going to be dropped on him, but he has his own problems. PP under the gun of an Earth Spirit, but they have
Smart TP.
no stuns. No stuns. We talked about this before. PP goes this build 4-1-4. It means the rolling boulder, you roll in. You need some follow-up disables, otherwise these heroes just TP out.
I still hate this build on some level.
Bushwhack, Primal Beast, gonna chase after him. See if they can at least get the Enchantress in a shot from across the screen. The sharpshooter lands and gets the kill. Meanwhile, Sunstrike top lane, but a call has to force a threaten, at least, a Requiem to keep the axe off of them. And that is an axe with just a blade mail. Just wait till he gets Blink.
Space for K1 Hector, I guess. Slowly becoming, or I should say quickly becoming the most farmed hero in this game. The look of determination on his face to make another TI appearance and add to his own TI legacy.
Do you usually, am I not up to date here? Do you usually rush Meteor Hammer with no boots on Invoker?
Yeah, boots is pretty useless on this hero in the early game. I think it's fine. It's a farming item on this hero. You just clear jungle camps, you get the spell amp. Pretty nice. If they vacate mid, you can take some towers, but it's not really about the tower taking. PP going bottom, Invis down here.
Needs some kills, man. He is
really
barely keeping up net worth wise, but he doesn't want to be behind the entire game. It's just all these rotations are not working out for him. Every attempt at a kill, he's still 0-1-0.
He needs something to go his way.
It's just a classic playing a ganking mid hero versus playing a farming mid hero. Like analog, every minute that goes by without you successfully getting a kill in one of these side lanes or the Invoker himself is just a loss.
That's the life.
To make those moves against Treant Protector, who's constantly scouting out some of these heroes, and they're currently scouting out Genic, who is going to need a hookshot escape maybe. Sunstrike is going to be off the mark. They're going to corral him into this corner, hookshot onto the SF himself, but he'll still die to the right clicks.
This is a very slow, clunky game, which does not favor AMG right now.
Dire are scanning.
It'll have to be the Axe Blink that speeds this game up. Then you have a lot more play options. You have your strong, consistent initiator. And you got to look for this Invoker. This Invoker has to die at least 2 or 3 times in the next 10 or 15 minutes here for you to feel good about this game.
Yeah, there's no way he should be allowed to channel Meteor Hammer on your tier 1 tower when he doesn't have a tower himself, right?
Yeah,
like
wild.
The distance you could chase this hero, he has no support behind him. You may not know that, but he's doing it entirely solo.
You have Clockwork, you have Earth Spirit, you have Blink Axe soon. This Invoker should not be allowed to show on moves. If he shows, he should just be dead.
They seem really scared of Jabs' Blink Dagger timing. And maybe I'm sure they'll get a lot more aggressive now because they have their own Blink Dagger timing. Blink, Blade Mail, Axe. In a game like this, against Invoker, against SF, Oscar can carry a lot of this early game for them.
They also have double Blade Mail between him and the Earth Spirit, so very strong in the heads-up fight right now. They can latch onto a big target.
The smoke timing is awkward. They're going deep into the enemy jungle, and they're not going to run into the SF.
Might see analog here.
Invoker, though. They flare back. They're going to spot some of these heroes that were in their triangle trying to make a gank. K1 Hector, well, free Treant Protector kill to start things off. Blind hook shot. It's off the mark.
Can't get anything
They're
else.
running into wards now, so they're unlikely to find any kills with this axe.
What is happening in this game? Like, how is the only kill that results of some triple initiator smoke? Hector kills a tree while farming ancients. It's like the one guy who can't do anything found the kill.
Yeah. Amaru, I think, looked better against LGD than they do against Nemesis.
In a weird way, yeah. They're getting run around. This game just playing against ghosts, can't find anything.
The Nemesis style Amaru seems all out of sorts right now. Just having the wrong read. I mean, the smoke movement's just unfortunately not getting to the heroes they want to get to. Wrong parts of the map.
Chasing shadows, as they say.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Got him in the call, but here comes the tornado, and that ruins everything. Rubicon's gonna get the reset. No, he's not. Hook shot in. Oh, PP! He rolls past the SF. If he got the SF, it would have been so good here. Rubicon still has a chance to get some damage out. He's gonna right-click the axe down, and the cogs almost burning him out, but he's still fine. K1 Hector is there on the other side, though, and now PP catches him with the magnetize. That is the death of the SF. It took a while to get there, but now maybe they could get even more. The Train Protector hit by the cogs. PP rolled in and caught another one. Maybe they can get even more. Overgrowth almost attempted. Kicks K1 Hector forward. Spots Analog and jabs. It's PP Dare. Another roll in. I'm going to call it quits now.
Out of stones. Got to recharge here. They do get the fight they're looking for. Some big connections. They get the SF kill. It was just kind of lingering around mid, which in retrospects, like, what are we kind of doing here? We're anticipating the fight, trying to play for it, I guess. Like K1, he joins. No meta, no problem. Actually gets a decent amount of work done there.
Well, PP's got the stones now. Nemesis are going to go for him. Here comes that play. Gets the grab into the Sunstrike. PP is so tanky, but multiple ultimates are used to bring him down.
That threat is always going to be terrifying. The Primal Blink pulverizes you, there's going to be Hoodwink follow-up, there's going to be Sunstrike follow-up, and you're just going to melt.
Cold Snap, Genic. New patch, Clockwork. Old patch, Clockwork. The Clockwork of for 15 years would have died so easily to Invoker there, but now he could just walk out of his cogs.
Oscar just can't find a jump. He's going to see Analog on this ward now. Maybe can reach this Invoker.
A high ground ward. If you can't catch him here, they got him. Call goes out. Will it be enough, though? Once again, there's a support interrupting things. Bushwhack, they got him inside the cogs, though. They only just need one more spin for the Cooling Blade, and they got him. Now with the extra movement speed, he's going to make the run out, but Jab's going to catch him first with the Blink Dagger. And ultimately, it's still a trade-off. A trade-off that you do not feel good about. A 1 for 2. The SF gets bigger.
Hector's just taking a tier 2. Super aggressive from him. He's getting scouted, though. There's no mana.
Yeah, he is trying to sunder, gets it off on Yamson. Yamson gave it to him.
Well, this game is just really weird, honestly. I don't think it feels natural for either team right now.
No.
And I feel like those are the games that Hector ends up winning, honestly. When the game is really strange, but he just gets to kind of farm and scale and do his thing. And then he just ends up mega big at some point. And you're trying to figure out what is happening in a game like this. What is the mode people are in? Well, he's in mode carry. He might just carry this game. It continues to be off kilter for everybody else. So
I guess my problem with that, and inherently the problem, K1 Hector is usually best when he's on the hardest carry in the game. A hero that will eventually win. And I mean, you said it earlier, right? The Invoker is the matchup you can always beat the Terrorblade. Like,
he does scale well outside of that, though. So that is something they can address as a team. Like, we can all in jump this Invoker, make his life hell, maybe buy a bunch of utility for Terrorblade, and then let him deal with everybody else. So I do think Invoker has a great matchup here, but I don't think it's not unwinnable, you know, in terms of Hector's not going to be able to carry. It's just you don't want to end up in these situations where Invoker is styling on you in the ultra late and you're getting kited around and you can't lock onto him. You need to make sure your other two cores scale alongside the Terrorblade so that they can find Analog, take him out of the fight, and then it's going to be a feeding frenzy for this TB.
oh, Yamson. He might spot them doing Tormentor, or he's going to break their smoke.
Wait, bro,
they're going to break the smoke themselves on the Tormentor. No, he knows. He knows the Tree Protector is here. And they try and find him. They don't get it, but they will hopefully stave off the disaster that is Tree Protector scouting them on Tormentor. The Sunstrike. It's going to come through. He almost got the Tormentor. It almost got Panda. And Yamsen comes in too late with the Overgrowth. Okay, well, everything works out for Amaru on that one, except for the part where Roshan is being done right now. They need to get to the other side of the map fast to stop this. And it's looking like they are not aware.
Maybe they don't care. You're going to take another tower. This Terrorblade kind of rolling.
Yeah, he's getting a bigger and bigger net worth lead over this SF, who already has a good matchup against.
I don't think this first Aegis does a lot, honestly. It's a nice gold, little extra security for the SF, but it's not something, like, I don't think SF can go in the fight with Aegis and, you know, oh, they can't do anything to me. Something, though.
I think Ghost Walk farming is one of the stupidest concepts in the game, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Would you agree with me on that?
Oh, yeah. It's really dumb. It's also really dumb that it procs the Signet.
Yeah.
Blank out. I don't know why, but...
Yeah, Searing Signet.
Yeah. Like, why does Ghost Walk damage proc Searing Signet? That's even stupider to me. On top of a stupid farm. What is this farming concept? I'm just going to walk through people? Like, what kind of low skill AFK shit is that? That's like you're playing Dota with one hand.
BKB, oh, a hook shot. Stopping Jabs from chasing after K1 Hector. They could have had a kill there. Genic to the rescue once again.
Mode protect Hector. Almost to Scotty. Pretty strong, a lot more HP to play around, and they almost have BKB on Axe, another big item in this game, because it's a lot harder for Oscar to go in the fights now with all the interrupts, particularly Invoker, Tornado, Bushwhack, Tree and Overgrowth. You need to be able to convert on the jump. I like this Tornado.
Tornado on the Earth Spirit, which would have maybe led to Jabs following it up. And a full out Scotty for Hector. I mean, you were not wrong about the fact that both teams are missing on their smoke ganks, missing on their attempted kills, and Hector is taking advantage of all this space. Scotty timing for him, very powerful.
Hector do what Hector do. He's doing it. And he's looking to use it.
Their smoke move is going to be red, though. Nemesis breaking it with Yamsen there on the high ground. Do manage to hit a rocket flare, scouting the hoodwink. Nemesis not sure if they want to fight or not. Looks like the call has been made to retreat. Jabs is moving forward, then blinks back, TP's away from everybody, and now it is Amaru's turn to find nothing with their smoke.
The weirdness in this game continues. Just, I feel like it's one of those games where it's like a baseball game and everybody just strikes out.
Yeah.
And you're just sitting here watching people strike out for 10, 12 innings.
Except nobody's having the perfect game. Well, maybe Hector's having the perfect game.
Other than that one death, yeah, he's kind of chilling. Ooh, little pick off.
That's the problem. There's always going to be this global power. Jabs finding somebody and then the Sunstrike following it up, allowing them to do enough burst. And Analog is still going to be making moves on the other side, getting in front of PP, not letting him roll away easily. He's holding him in place long enough to block the rollout. And now here comes the rest of the team. Jabs gets on top of PP and he's gone.
Analog's starting to make some moves.
He gets caught, but it was a beautiful bash bushwhack that catches both the
damage
axe and the clockwork. They both die there.
Nemesis finding some openings. They got to some of their big core items. They have BKBs on the cores. It's starting to get a little more aggressive with that security to back it up. All the moves
always going to have more
missed.
information because they have a Treant Protector. They can play global with the Invoker, but they also have a Treant Protector who's not even just him, but also his Shard. He's got his trees out.
They dodged all these other moves, and now the map's easier for them to play. And the lanes are going to become really scary to push. You get jumped by Primal, you get jumped by Invoker. With Hoodwink, Sunstrike follow-up, you're just dead. So you're afraid to show with these cores. And so, okay, if we're afraid to show, we got to go hunt them. You try and hunt them, the moves fail, like we saw. You're put back into this position. Very frustrating game for Amaru right now. This Just getting
The kind of map play that made Parivision so annoying to play against when Astini was coaching them, and clearly the same lessons have been passed on to Nemesis.
Not as clean. Obviously, a different tier of team with different levels of experience playing together, but there's some remnants of that ideology here, for sure.
I was also going to go into, do they have the same kind of hero pool to take advantage of it? I think Lelis plays support Monkey King.
Probably not.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Janik battling out with Forge Spirits, but he's giving a lot of information. Lelis trying to catch him in the bushwhack into a Sunstrike here. Lelis does have a lot of heroes around him. Got the vision on Janik with the call. Tornado goes out, trying to protect the squirrel on the retreat, but there's all 5 heroes here. Meatball going to be dropped on Panda. Bushwhack lands on a K1 Hector. No damage, not enough anyway from Nemesis. Oh, the axe. He's going to get the call with a roll in on PP. Rubicon in some trouble here. The Sunstrike put on him, and the axe just turned around on. And now the SF is battling out with K1 Hector and Panda on the other side. Can they finish him off? The roll in from PP. He nails Rubicon and takes him out. Panda getting low. Meanwhile, Janik trying to keep pace with Jabs. Another roll in from PP. Kicks him back. Knocks him back into Hector. And that is 3 from Amaru. Finally, they get some grips on this game.
No Requiem, no way to disjoint that fight. The Terrorblade almost went down. Unable to convert on the kill. The Invoker got separated. And I honestly think that roll almost griefed because they got the call, Blade Mail on the SF, but then he got stunned, so he didn't hit him.
Dire's bottom tower.
So it kind of saved him in the end. Very awkward situation for Amaru.
Well, the awkwardness continues because Nemesis have pushed in all the lanes. There wasn't a natural play immediately afterwards. They couldn't get any objectives right away. So, especially with the waves being continually caught by the Train Protector and Invoker, by the time they could get to a tier 2 or something like that, it's going to be Nemesis all back up as 5.
Can't really do anything with it, but you can farm your Terrorblade here and continue to pull ahead. And it was a big team fight win in terms of getting some experience on the Surf Spirit.
Yeah.
They have a gem now too, so they're trying to clear some of these eyes in the forest. It's a big deal against this hero.
See, PP thinks it's going to be a long one. He's going to go for a late 30, 35 minute Midas.
I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. It's a sign of something.
On Analog, inside the cogs, has to use BKB. He does have backup though. It is all of Nemesis. Quick to join Analog. This was not just an isolated Invoker split pushing. That's the danger of this sort of situation. We saw it with Paravision too. It's like they're ghost shoving you, they're ratting, they're doing all these things, but it's not what they're going to do. And so sometimes when you think you finally get a hold on a hero, it turns out there's actually 4 or 5 heroes with them.
You have to balance the mindset of what's happening in the game because you're getting ratted, you're getting split pushed, you're thinking, all right, we just gotta farm so we don't fall behind. And then when you farm, they make some move. You're like, oh, well, crap, okay, we should go fight and kill somebody. And then you try and go look for a hero, and they're ratting you. You just get sucked into this cycle of getting outmaneuvered in terms of what's happening in the game. So you gotta solidify your read. Usually that's around objectives or good vision. Just concretely take advantage of some big focal point.
I find it also usually means that you need back-to-back wins, right? Because that first win, you have to wrestle back some map control. And then if you can get a second win in there, okay, the map is in a better state this time around, and now we can get an objective. Now we can go for a tier 2 tower. Now we can take Roshan, which we are getting into Roshan spawn, period.
These Terrorblade illusions are also starting to pick up a bit more firepower around the map. Getting some of the lanes in. That'll help a bit, make some moves, secure some vision.
Mid-tier 2 to fall. Nemesis playing the sides of the map still between this Train Protector and Invoker. But what are they going to do about Roshan spawning? Because it's all fine and good to wrap the game. But giving up an Aegis to K1 Hector Terrorblade, who is mightily farmed, like he might just go straight to the high ground with it. Everybody Everybody wants a Shivas. PP wants one. Oscar wants one. Analog already has one. Jabs wants one as well. Like, we're looking at double Shivas on both sides, potentially.
Everybody wants that big AoE. No extra armor, too. A lot of physical damage in this game. It's good on all these heroes. Can't really argue with that.
Who do you think wants the size increase the most?
I know that's a big question, but honestly, I think the Primal is really scary with the extra AoE in the late game. With like Ags and these Uproar stacks. It just does so much damage. Especially if he gets the later talents. Just charge in, you get the rock. You're getting Uproar proc, he's broken. Shivas is proccing. This Pulverize is just clobbering everybody. Massive AoEs off the Colossal. It adds up really quickly. So,
well, I mean, all of that's predicated on some of those things. He doesn't have the shard yet. He doesn't have Aghanims. So, it's
I'm saying as he
gets the
scales,
Shivas
you know.
now, but Jabs, he's been, my point is that he has been playing the least for farm because he's the one who has to go out and hunt for these heroes. But because it's been a slow game, he is pretty far behind in net worth compared to everybody else.
He's doing okay. If they win a fight, I think he'll be in a fine position. He's a little poor. But like you said, he's got 2 right-click carries on his team, so you can only take so much farm on this map. He is not priority number 1. Butterfly done for K1. Big timing for him. Butterfly done for Rubicon. Carries matching each other, but K1 is an item ahead. Full 4,000 gold.
Managed to get the dust on Yamsen. Spot him. PP catches him, kicks him down the cliff. PP, though, he got hit by Bushwhack. He's going to get grabbed. No, the Lotus Sword bounced it back. Jabs was unable to get the Pulverize. It doesn't matter. PP's dead anyway. Now call. Oh, barely off the mark. Jabs, he's able to trample his way on out of here. Another jetpack scouting out some of these heroes. No buybacks just yet. They do manage to get the Yule's Cogs, catching Jabs. Jabs managed to get out of it, though. And now he's an onslaught away. He's good for now. The SF not throwing out the Requiem. It's not needed. Nobody really got caught there. Buyback from the tree. Buyback from the Earth Spirit. So favorable for Nemesis. As Amaru know, especially with how the game has been played so far, they kind of had to be the ones to make a move. The stalemate was probably going to favor Nemesis and their rat shenanigans.
And now, biggest thing, meta down. So Nemesis get to smoke, push in mid, make a move while this Roshan is available, and look for a good fight with no meta. It's a big moment.
But if they don't get that pick off, are they willing to do Roche to force Amaru to fight with no meta?
No, I don't think they can. It's too scary to sit SF in the pit with no BKB.
So in which case, I think we're back to a standoff.
Bulldozed. Yeah, they can't take advantage of another wasted smoke. Seen a lot of these.
Analog has to deal with the waves pushed in by the TB Illusions, which gives K1 Hector some clearance that they can do something around this mid area, which is pick up a power rune. Another minute, and we will have Roshan crossing over to the Dire 6 favored side.
We do have the secret weapon, Austin.
Yeah, what is that?
The Little Friends. The Little Friends has arrived. The Enchantress Ags. If you can get someone around some like Forward Spirits or a Creep Wave and just root them. Very obnoxious spell for a lot of these heroes, especially the Primal. I feel like BKBs are down.
Yeah, if BKBs are down. I feel like it's an annoying spell with also potentially a do-nothing spell, you know? Like Primal has BKB, Invoker has BKB. They may just get everything they need to do within that time. And SF doesn't really
doesn't
care.
last forever.
SF is a turret hero. He just stands there and hits.
Yeah, you care when you're getting hit by Creep Waves and Forward Spirits. And they're wrecking your ass. You're going to care then. Don't underestimate the Little Friends. They're not so little. PP getting bigger. BKB done. So you have your triple BKB online. Big hitters in this game. A lot probably depends on initiations. Who gets the jump on who and sets up that target for their big damage dealers to come in. Vision mechanics mean a lot. The Treant scouting, the Clockwork scouting. Can you get on top of this Invoker at any point in the fight?
Dire's middle tower
It's a big question. You have the capability to do it. Capability does not always equal results. Austin.
That's true. Seems like even on the bottom side of the map, neither team feels comfortable doing Roshan. We're just going to continue the standoff until somebody makes a mistake. Somebody gets caught.
Dire's middle tower
That blows things wide open. Maybe it's the Invoker.
It's starting to feel like one of those deep TI qual games where teams tighten up. There's a lot on the line. It gets a little stressful. Start playing scared. You're not making the same aggressive moves you were. You're not looking for the same opportunities. You're just trying to not get caught and not mess up.
Tear to go into the triangle. Jetpack leading the way. Managed to get the call on Jabs. Can they follow it up? PB rolled in on Hansen instead of Jabs. Jabs getting off the BKB now and trampling himself out of here. Rubicon slowed down a bit. The Overgrowth does go down before Yamsen dies, holding back these heroes. And that'll be the BKB for the Axe. Scotty from K1 Hector trying to catch up to Jabs, but he says maybe that's a little bit too far. They start backing up, resetting. A buyback from the Clockwork does give them the advantage here. It's a 5 versus 4 for Amaru. And in the Roach Pit they go.
Can they do this before meta wears out?
I mean, it's going to be so
look like
difficult.
it.
You know Invoker's going to be throwing spells in here. That's
This
going to
does
slow
not look
things
like a
down with
thing.
Roshan roaring. This is so dangerous. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know about this.
He can get in there. They have to make the initiation. There's the call. Managed to get the call on the SF, but there's no immediate follow-up from the TV. He's running a melee form, trying to chase after Analog.
What the
He's
hell?
getting kited around a little bit. Now Rubicon is just standing and delivering. He is throwing damage back at Amaru, and Amaru, they can't handle it. There's the grab from Jabs. K1 Hector is alone now. A little bit of Cogs push from Genic trying to save K1 Hector's life and force himself down the cliff. The Cogs push plus the reflection
just
is
dying.
actually doing. Rubicon's almost gonna die. Panda tried to finish him off. The Force Spears, the Little Friends, they did it!
Oh my
God!
God.
Little Friends have done it.
The little friends aren't so little. I told you, Austin. I told you, you
me.
doubted it. They got him.
They're big
They got
friends
the big
now.
dog.
Big
They've
friends,
been promoted.
Big plays. Nemesis still hold the advantage, though. They pick up the gem. They technically have the buybacks on heroes that Amaru do not. If they really wanted to, they could take this Roshan.
I don't know if you can just buy SF and force it, though. Meta's actually coming back up in 10 seconds.
Which means if you don't, then the advantage swings back to Amaru's way.
That was such a sad death for this SF. He just hit himself to death.
Didn't
Dies
he
to
have Satanic
Clockwork
for that
Cogs
fight?
plus Reflection. Yeah, he did. He used it early on after, like, the Axe call.
Okay.
He got sundered is the biggest thing there. It was like a 2,000 HP sunder. That really chunked him back down. Because he does have 4,000 HP. So his SF is not... He's not really going to die in the Axe call. Like, the Axe call does about 1,000, 1,500 damage, but honestly, with Titanic, he's beefing up, it doesn't matter. What happens after
Once again, it's the second round. Managed to get the bushwhack on him. Uh-oh, here comes the meteors. K1 Hector trying to get out the Sunder, unable to do so. The BKB from Analog denies him that opportunity. Now K1 Hector's in an awkward spot. No BKB.
Roche so low.
Low health. Can he get a Sunder on something? He's going to use it on Panda and go back for the Roshan. Pops the meta, trying to finish up.
Disarm.
Goes in to call on two.
The call.
Big hit from Oscar. And Genic to follow it up with the Cogs. Their tornado goes out. The Roshan's one hit, but Analog will die before he can deny K1 Hector's Roche. He gets the Roshan, gets the Aegis, and the SF is going to be in some trouble now. He's trying to make his way out of here. Genic's going to chase after him with the jetpack. Can he catch him inside of the Cogs? He's so close. Unable to do so. Rubicon back up to the high ground. But now, K1 Hector, meta still in tow for a little while, and an extra life in the Aegis.
What a grab from Oscar. Beautiful call on the backside of that fight. K1, he managed his HP effectively. Sundered Panda, absolutely the right call. Go back in the pit. Get that Aegis. You don't need another Sunder. Now he's on your high ground, trying to finish MKB in that race towards the Evasion Pierce against the Shadow Fiend.
A second Sunder on Panda to give K1 Hector 2 full lives to play with on this assault.
Didn't give him enough in that Axe game. Now he was quite literally feeding him his life. K1 demands everything from his supports.
One lane of barracks
But he
down.
might just carry.
K1 Hector is going to go for a second. Still bottom tier 2 up. 18 seconds till the Invoker. Melee barracks is not actually dead. It's still alive. It is going to regen back up. They have to go back to it.
Uh-oh.
They're going to finish it off.
Uh-oh.
The illusion's not going to do it. They cannot break the high ground anymore. The
That's
Invoker is
awkward.
back up with a full Octarine for Analog.
This game is getting spicy, that's for sure. These supports on the side of Amaru, bad as hell. This Enchantress is scaling. It's going to become an issue, not a target you really want to focus in this game. The grip is also pretty nice here. Being able to grip the Terrorblade out of a Bushwhack or an Invoker combo is a big deal. So look for these geomagnetic grips coming out of PP. Sometimes you want to grip PP, but sometimes he's gripping you. That's what counts in this game.
And a BKB is finally picked up for Rubicon. Said enough's enough. I mean, they have no Lotuses or anything to stop the Sunder, so they're entirely reliant on their cores getting BKBs at the right time when K1 Hector is trying to offensively Sunder.
Also, he needs it to get Requiem off. I don't think we've seen a Requiem in any of these fights.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. He's almost level 25. That could add a lot.
Oh, yeah. Especially if he ends up with Daedalus. He's thinking Silver Edge. Might need MKB2.
Banner gets dropped. Tier 3 dies so fast just to the illusions. The illusions, similarly, if the SF will quickly deal with the banner. Range barracks stays alive.
The siege begins.
Nemesis played game 1 slow into perfection, and Amaru say it's time for them to return the favor. So it is dangerous giving this SF the opportunity to get more items, especially that level 25.
You can't just get Earth Spirit Ags, though. You can just roll in Stone Kicks him.
Yeah, he's a ways away from it now. Tornado trying to help Leolus, who went for a bit of scouting, trying to do some de-warding. Yosefter goes out, hookshot, landing on a Rubicon, pushed him down with the cogs. Culling Blade does manage to go off before the grab here from Jabs, but the axe just gets obliterated there. A quick little rock toss to stall up K1 Hector. A buyback from Leolus's Hoodwink for that fight.
He got messed up by that damage. It's worth the buyback. You're going to hold the racks here. Aegis will expire now, and that was the meta for K1. They didn't really get that high ground fight out of it, which means this game is going to go probably a lot longer here.
We've got tier 4 items to pick up. MKB is going to slot in once this Aegis is down, so if you ever do get that opportunity like you're talking about, the SF is isolated in some way, K1 Hector can just take that fight straight to Rubicon now that he's got the answer to Butterfly.
This feels like a game where these two right-click carries want a Swift Blink, but they just don't have the slots for it. I think you want to be able to get in on top of these stuns when they land. When the Axe Call goes out, you need to be able to hit that guy right then and there. When the Pulverize goes out, you need to be able to just blink Requiem and smack this dude. So I'm a little worried about these right-clickers connecting when the control comes online.
Yeah.
It's a little better for Nemesis because they have Invoker, so you can kind of play this dancing kiting game. But even then, he only does so much.
A bobble.
Hector considering a Swift Blink.
Bobble for the Invoker.
So it begins the great scaling of our time.
Jetpack spots Analog, and he doesn't hook shot. Tried to get the Yules, I guess, on him.
I'm probably worried if he hook shots him, he'll just BKB TP.
Yeah. Yamson's in pretty deep here. He's getting some information. Nemesis
smoke's
want to
coming
fight on this Tormentor. PP has him at damage, though. A little scary.
K1?
Fight into that. They managed to get the grab onto K1 Hector. All in, trying to burst him down, but it got off the BKB. It stopped Genic. What a hook shot in. Caught him from the side. And PP is right on top of both Analog and Rubicon. This is beautiful. If they can finish him off, PP has to roll through. Analog still has the magnetize on him, while Rubicon, hoping to get off a Requiem, does manage to push back the heroes that are on top of him, resetting. But PP's there on the other side.
You didn't see him?
Almost backs up.
He's just gonna walk out?
But Rubicon slips past PP and gets out.
Oh my god, that's disgusting. There's just no way that should have been everybody from Nemesis getting out. The second that Pulverize gets canceled, they're in deep trouble. Great call from Oscar to cancel that. That'll be a tormentor for them. A lot of beef in this Tricore. A lot of HP to get through. Hex on the Invoker definitely helps. But again, I think you need Swift Blink on these carries to convert the big core kills. There's just not quick enough follow-up when you need it right there, right then when the stun lands. You need to be on top of this dude, smacking his face.
Did we see Scythe from the Invoker?
Probably just got it.
Okay.
Radiant are scanning.
That could change a lot, because if you can get in there with Pulverize and Hex the Terrorblade, even if the Pulverize gets canceled, you have a decent shot of all-inning Hector with the insane magic damage.
Speaking of all-inning Hector.
Oh boy. They're gonna go for it. Not like this.
Sight, Bushwhack.
Oh, he's gone.
Back in. They got him.
How does he just die on mid-wave?
He blinks forward, hits the Yules. That is gonna force the BKB from Oscar.
That's one of those kills that I think is like, you played 12 hours ago and you're tired. And your brain just slips for a moment. You're like, I can push this mid-wave, right? And no, you lost discipline for a split second. You get caught off by that Hex reveal. He's probably not thinking about a Hex because it wasn't there in that last fight. You know, I can't die because Pulverize got a call behind me. Yep. Analog finds a huge opening in this game, and he does not have buyback.
Look how
they
fast
don't know
Rubicon
that.
takes those towers too with the alacrity from Invoker.
Do you have to be careful about roll kicking and like call him and he's in super deep?
The call. Immediate tornado, immediate Yules is the response from Lelis and Analog. They were very ready for that initiation.
Little friends.
Nothing is stopping this SF right now. Oh, he actually feels like he has the BKB. There's the jump from Oscar, and Oscar's going to be through. What a Lotus Orb. Stops Jabs with the Pulverize again. They will have to take an Enchantress kill on the way out, but not the bigger claim in the Axe Oscar.
It's funny. I think Nemesis were playing that as if they're trying to get the buyback out of Hector, and he doesn't have it. Yeah. So they're probably like, damn, this guy is stone cold. You know? He didn't even buy when he maybe could have killed the SF. Like, no, he just didn't have the gold because Hector buys out. He's a boss like that. So they got a Rax, a successful kill on the SF or the Terrorblade. That's a big momentum boost in this game, just mentality wise. A lot of gold on their cores right now. Almost 6,000 on the Primal, 5,000 on the Invoker, 7,500 on the SF. They're basically sitting on almost 20k gold they need to spend right now. So big bank accounts for Nemesis. You got to cash those out. Can't take it to the next game, as they say, in this or in life. Austin.
Thank you for those pearls of wisdom, Avery.
That's why I'm here.
It's crazy because they're still down 6,000 net worth.
Yep.
Without even spending some of that gold. So if they actually took a fight right now, they're actually down like 10k.
I assume it's going to be Refresher for Invoker, Swift Blink for SF, and... Alright, Jabs opted for Lincoln Sphere.
Are you never supposed to go MKV against the Terrorblade Flutter? Like, are you just
yeah, you kind of.
Okay.
I think you kind of are, but he's opting to just play more for his own survivability and bank on the Invoker killing him eventually, which I think is also a fair route because you pick this Invoker to deal with you. So you're like, all right, I just need to survive because long as I can, buy time for Analog. He will carry the fight. Not going MKB means you can have full Hurricane Pike, Satanic.
Pulverized scythe, Roshan trying to get away, but he is stuck here.
Oh, he yeeted him.
Will die.
That was kind of base. Yeeted him up the hill. That animation was wonky as hell.
Refresher shard for Analog. So he doesn't need a refresher orb. Second life for the SF. Energies, if needed, gets a call on Yamsen. It's pretty far forward. The team is on its way, but not a fast kill. And Yamsen with his Aghanim Scepter. Okay, yeah, the Terrorblade still tears them apart, but it took a second or two more, and the trade-off of the Earth Spirit is simply not worth it. Jabs doesn't see a Pulverize, doesn't think it's worth it for the Enchantress. Terror Wave goes out, pushing back Jabs, fearing away the SF as well, who's currently being assaulted by Panda. But that is the only hero.
Poor Invoker. Analog almost died to Little Friends. I'm not even kidding.
Really?
He got hit by an Ancient Camp and Forge Spirits, and it got him down to like 500 HP, and he had to run. He was feared for his life. That spell's no joke. So if you're wondering where Invoker was in that, fleeing from the Little Friends in the back of that exchange.
There's very little you can do about it, too, because it can't be dispelled.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Oh, what a find!
Straight to the cogs, pushes him, hook shots him. K1 Hector is there to collect. Thank you, Janet.
Damn, what a find. This guy's a player, man. He is a player. He's really impressed with his qualifier run. Put in work. We have an Ag's tree. What the hell? That's based as hell.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a raw HP increase, which he doesn't really have the armor to support. That DB still killed him really quick.
But it looks badass. Is this what he should have bought in this game? There's no way, right?
It probably should.
I mean, this could be a
right?
refresher. Refresher double overgrowth, right?
Yeah.
It's huge against this terribly. This is like a meme item. I don't know.
I mean, I kind of
get a Lotus Orb.
Most of his job is to frontline and having the
Get
extra
an Aeon Disc.
survivability when you do that. Okay, fine, an Aeon Disc might have been better.
Get a Hex and just Hex the guy when he runs. Like, there's no way you got that.
Rubicon blinks out of the base. Oh, Hurricane Pike just in time before the Axe Call is there. A Bushwhack attempted. K1 Hector, a simple dodge with a Manta style, slowing down Rubicon. Rubicon, another chance at initiation. Oh,
just
dies like this. That is going to be the Aegis. And maybe Oscar can follow this one up. Nope, gets Overgrowth before he can make the blink. Good call there from Yamsen with the Overgrowth.
There's that giant tree, 5,000 HP.
That's right.
Trying to buy time for this Invoker. It will preserve the melee barracks, survive the onslaught that is K1. Does cost him an Aegis, but whatever.
Yeah, it was expiring soon, right?
And you have the Swift Blink on the SF, so you're kind of online with everything. Refresher Shard for Analog also gives him a lot of firepower right now. If he can land the full double combo.
They're going to keep Nemesis honest here. They're going to threaten this this top lane, saying you can't get outside of your base. You got to come back and deal with us. And the jetpack is going to reveal there's no heroes within immediate sight. The smoke up coming in through the side. They don't even wrap around behind them. They just smoke back to defend the base, but it's a range barracks down. They spot K1 Hector. Jap's going to go for it. Got him with the Pulverize. Immediately interrupted, though. The hookshot was going to come out with BKB. They still trying to hit K1 Hector, but between the Lotus and the Terror Wave, there is too much disengage here. K1 Hector at half. Acorn Shot is going to reveal. PP does manage to get him onside. The Bushwhack holds PP there for a while, or lets him go.
This game's wild. These heroes are just too beefy. Like, nobody can kill anybody. Especially since both of these carries are having trouble sticking onto the other one for long enough. Honestly, I kind of just feel if Jabs farms and gets to like Ag's heart or Octarine or whatever the hell, just like 2 more items, that they probably just win this game with an extra scaling core here.
Yeah, late game, Aghanim's Primal Beast is insane.
It's wild. So
spotted Yamson again. Shenik is just on point with these jetpack initiations. He's going to be called. They actually got the SF as well. Rubicon went in, and maybe Rubicon can kill the.
Oh, he's hitting hard.
Deal with the terror blade. K1 Hector is actually being kited around. Got hit by the tornado. Analog has caught 2 heroes inside of this meteor shower. Rubicon, he's not able to kill there. PP into the back line. And God, died. Analog. PP, he hits the Dream Protector, but kills Analog in the process.
And even trade, technically 2 cores. Did cost a Yamson buyback. I can't help but feel as though Nemesis are grinding out this victory, though, right? Like,
yeah,
this axe isn't really scaling. The Earth Spirit's kind of capped, and this SF is just sitting in the fight with a max level alacrity, tearing people apart. That was even a fight where he swift blinked into that roll. He just got insta-stunned. Kind of like best case scenario. Now he has that Yashikaya, so he can swift blink in, fast Requiem, potentially try and all-in Hector off of the soul damage.
It does feel like if Amaru do not win the game soon, they're in trouble, because like K1 Hector is capping out. He's got his Ag Synth, he's got his shard,
for sure.
6 slotted with a 7th item, a Swift Blink coming in. Like, and maybe this is the chance to do it. An amp damage, a sneaky play with only 3 heroes up. Never mind, he shows himself. It's quite bold.
Just trying to get any sort of little advantage here.
SF, reflection, immediately manted off. There goes the Terror Wave, a chance to hit a melee barracks. They get another building. I mean, say what you will, but about Nemesis grinding it away at a victory here, it is also K1 Hector grinding away at building after building. PP is probably the one who's going to have to come up in a big way with the Aghanim Scepter. If he can get that reposition on one of these big cores, that could change the nature of the siege.
We'd have to buy out for it. Sacrifice his buyback potential.
Pressure for the Invoker. Double Scythe into whatever combos he's dropping.
They're going to push. They're going to risk it.
Got to.
Swift Blink for Hector. That's a big one. He can instantly follow up the Terror Wave. Get real aggressive, real fast. Never mind. Roche is spawning. Why go high ground? 2-minute spawn, though. It's going to be a slow one.
What items are going to get picked up in that window? Man, look at this. Lilith is looking at an Aghanim Scepter. He's also almost level 25. So those sharpshooters, they could start doing some hefty damage, man. That's 1750 max damage.
Pretty nice against an Agi carry. You can land it.
Aghanim Scepter for the clockwork. Jetpack is going to be zoomed. I actually didn't know Aghanim Scepter made the jetpack faster. I was looking at that Ags going, well, I mean, increased vision is pretty good.
It's pretty high level, too.
Yeah, he's about to be level 25. He's going to... You get rocket flare charges, and with the Aghanim Scepter, I mean, he's going to be able to coat the entire battlefield.
Pretty nasty.
The smoke out.
Pretty nasty.
Playing to stop this Roshan attempt. SF is pushed in very deep. I mean, Rubicon getting heavily scouted here, but the Aghanim Scepter of the Clockwork.
Alone.
He's pretty isolated. The team is trying to scramble to get to him here, but he's going to be pushed back into PP. PP kicks him into Hector. Hector now lays into him with all of his damage. Will it be enough, though? Half HP. Rubicon, he goes down in the end. The oak growth is not enough to stop Hector. Yamson pops his axe. Analog trying to put some damage onto Hector. Force Staff shoots him away from the meatballs. Now the call comes out from Oscar. Lands on the Analog. Analog in trouble and will be sniped down by Panda before the tornado can bail out his life. Jabs almost getting caught by the rocket flare. Blinks backwards. And now Nemesis are on the cusp of losing this game. They may have to buy back on both their cores now.
Why was he there alone? They were smoking around and he was just chilling alone in that side river? Like, why? What was the intention?
It feels like it was supposed to be some sort of
wasn't
bait.
even
I
smoked.
don't get it.
I mean, if you want to take a different angle to the fight, that's fine, but then be smoked. So you're not at risk of being scouted in an isolated situation, which is exactly what happened, especially against Clockwork, which this jetpack plus the Ags. A big moment here for Amaru. We do finally get the Ags on the Prime. So his damage will pick up. He's almost level 25.
Aegis for the axe. He also picks up the refresher shard, the cheese he gives to PP, and the banner. Something.
What is the buyback situation? Only Axe and Invoker. And the supports are missing, but who cares about them?
Level
All right,
25
Jabs, you got to get 25.
on Primal. I mean, I feel like he's never gotten a full duration pulverize on an important
No,
hero.
he should take the Colossal bonuses.
Yeah.
They're actually really significant for the AoE on your Uproar procs and all this nonsense.
Sure.
There's no way you're going to go in here and just get a full duration pulverize. Like, there's just no way.
Yeah, you combine that increased AoE with the Bloodstone or the tier 5. You get that big increase, the Zoom Blood Right. Oh my god.
It's big. It's nasty. I cannot believe this game is paused right now at the 60-minute mark. This live stream has been live for way too freaking long. Like, this has got to be one of the longest 4 BO3 days in Dota history.
Yeah, it's going. It's going. And
Like,
we might
I'm
have
not
an
even
entire
memeing.
another game on our hands.
It's insane, actually. This is going to be like some 16, 17-hour stream. Because there's so many long games. All went to 3. There's a crap ton of pauses because the server's dog. There's breaks in between because players are just doing random bullshit. Like,
And,
oh, God.
And whoever makes it through to the end of this has
to
to
play
go to
with it,
bed,
like-
wake up the next day to play up against the toughest opponents yet. Playtime,
Oh,
and
they're
if they
so
beat
screwed.
them, then it's LGD. Like, it just feels like an exercise in futility, but ultimately that is what TI qualifiers are all about. You've got that 1% chance that you can go to TI. You're going to get everything you got.
You take it. Take it, you play it out. Absolutely.
Neutral items, we got Book of the Dead for Panda and Fallen Sky for K1 Hector. What was Hector's options there?
Oh, he has a Rabble Rouser book. Actually, really big for him.
What? Rabble Rouser?
Rabble Rouser
right, the
procs the
Enchantress book.
damage.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes.
So it deals
Okay.
effectively double the pure damage when the red Necrobooks die.
Yes.
It's an insane amount of damage. It's like 1,000 each or something. Yeah, that is a beautiful interaction. As we get another pause. It's just what we needed. Need some time to think about this game.
Like Hector is the fallen sky and fleet-footed, so he feels like mobility is his biggest issue, which I can't really blame.
Or
him
he
for.
rolled poorly.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he's an agility hero, so he could have always gotten the broken enchantment.
Yeah.
Audacious. And he did not choose that. So. Wind Waker for Genix soon. If he wants to buy out for it. Overwhelming Blink is the next option for Oscar. Who the hell knows? Like, hey, what Hector is going to get 9 items. He's going to have bots too in his backpack.
This is a big axe call, by the way. He got the Zune. Plus that 25 talent. This thing is thick as hell. Holy beast, brother.
And our Nemesis is going to get tier 5s before the high ground push comes in. They are missing Mad Stones. They're going to be fighting at a disadvantage. There it is, 1,000 damage trying to clear out those books.
They're so annoying. I don't know why this works like this, but it is kind of funny. So, a book for the Earth Spirit.
I mean, let's be real. It works that way because somebody came up with the idea, they coded it, and didn't. nobody went to the natural progression of what does this mean with Book of the Dead. You know, it's just there and it works, and that's the beauty of Dota. You know.
All right, here is Earth Spirit Eggs. Now this is something that can change the setup of this fight, because now you have an ability to stone this SF and kick him in super deep. And that could be a huge game changer. Same with the Invoker if he gets blocked.
The only person who has anything to stop this is Jab's Lincolns. They've got 1 Lincoln. No Lotus Orbs. Let's Bushwhack trying to hold these heroes in. Rubicon has to use his Satanic to challenge these TV illusions. Still does not have an MKB, by the way. Divine Regalia for the SF. And Jab's gonna go out there. Goes for the grab. Oh, the immediate call from Oscar is beautiful. Got both the SF and Jab's Primal Beast are rolling from PP, and the SF is just dead. Still, though, the Axe is gonna lose his first life of the Aegis. Meanwhile, Jabs, he gets away. A big onslaught. No, Panda! It got him from the low ground with the impetus. Meanwhile, SF second life, trying to kill Genic, who's hoping to jetpack away. Another call in from Oscar. Helps Genic get away. Oscar gonna be stuck inside the cogs though. Needs a 4-staff, needs a pull-in, and they've got both for him. Rubicon, he's getting frustrated now, uses his BKB, then he has to run away with it. Same goes with Jabs. Analog throws out the meteors where he can for the retreat, and Oscar's on the hunt. So is Genic. PP gets in there, catches Jabs, 2 dead. No buyback so far. The rest limping back to Fountain where they can. It's a 3 versus who knows how many. As it is going to be all of Amaru swarming the base. They're going to take the Megas, and they need a miracle now for Nemesis.
They just can't stick on anything. There's too many weird spells interfering.
Little friends holding in Rubicon. The Scythe response, tier 4s going down fast. K1 Hector is going for the throne. They have to pop out the glyph. And now there's no sneaky plays left. It's just all-out assaults from these 3 heroes from Nemesis. It's the only option. A big call out from Oscar once again. Catches Analog, goes for the Culling Blade, misses, but K1 Hector is there to deliver the finishing blow.
The little friends.
Right on top of Rubicon with
oh my god.
And PP and the rest of Amaru will close out game 2, taking us to a game 3.
Matchups in the lane, or like if my hero's 5 or 10% better against Lycan or something, like screw that. I'm just gonna pick some ultra hard carry, get 6 slotted, and we'll take the game from there. So power to him, I guess.
That might be the right kind of mindset for a game that could be messy. As again, Amaru started off at 7 a.m. this morning in their first series, and we are approaching 11 p.m. So they've got to be
Get
exhausted.
wrecked.
Nemesis They had the fortune of being the second series of the day, so they had maybe a little bit more of a window.
See if they do some crazy smoke action again. Try and catch somebody off guard. They haven't really worked for him, but never know.
This time, Nemesis have the advantage of the Lycan Wolves scouting, but they run into the Bane. Bane has night vision, right?
Yes.
So Panda sees that coming. Maybe didn't see the Treant Protector coming, though. And with some body blocks and blood grenades, they should have this kill in the bag. A Fairy Fire goes off, but the hits keep on coming, and Jabs gets the last hit with the Wolf. It is going to be 3 bounty runes as the exchange, or 4, rather.
Oh.
I mean, you would take that if you're Amaru,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, you always take 4 runes. I don't care what people say. There's rare situations where the first blood on a mid is sometimes worth more, but that is based on extremely high level of execution. 4 runes is a significant win probability increase, despite Valve's model not caring about it. In Pro Dota, it is.
Also, they gotta stop. Valve's gotta change this cogs on the first wave thing, where the creeps aggro into the cogs.
Yeah, it's a little dumb.
Really annoying. It's one of the only ways you can actually ensure that the creep wave 100% goes into the tower.
Here's my proposed change. Make killing a cog worth 100 gold.
That's way too much. What are you talking about?
That's high stakes Dota right there, dude. Because then you're gonna shoot these out, and if you miss, that's like 100 gold for every shot you miss. You know, like you start rethinking those cog hits.
You're playing against Snapfires. It just instantly farms 300 gold on you.
I mean, this is like killing a bear.
Yeah,
I think the bear.
You can't kill the bear ever in 6 shots.
I think the bear should cost it should be like 1,000. Honestly, we need to up the stakes on some of these low stake freebies. You know.
Yeah. Listen,
Anyway,
if this leads to treants from Nature's Prophet being worth something to kill, I'll take
They're worth 400 each. But
Oh, God bless. Let's go. I'll take it. All right, mid matchup is going to be won by Analog. This is a 100-0 win for Sniper versus Puck.
Unless you
Lycan
fuck it up.
Coddle is kind of a weird lane against Medusa. But I expect
Pretty
just
strange,
kind
yeah.
of farming both ways.
Both these lanes are kind of ass, to be honest. Lake and Coddle's kind of a do-nothing lane. Bane, Medusa, also a do-nothing lane.
But the winning lane for Amaru is this top lane. It is a Timbersaw versus 2 melee strength heroes. He's even got a clockwork to back him up.
And to me, Oscar could be the true X factor in this one. If he can get Fat Timber might carry this game. It is a hero that can kind of gap close Sniper and just run at him, you know? So I could see this Timber popping off. Very powerful hero. Should have a good start.
Time for Lotuses to spawn. And Yamson wants to go for it, but it just means... Oh my god, he actually gets him with the avalanche and stops Oscar from being able to go to the pit. I feel like that should just be a guarantee for Timbersaw. Blinding Light on the other side. Panda blocked in up by the Wolves. Loses that Lotus.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Huh. Lotus is going Nemesis' way. Wouldn't have thought about that. Losing Lotus with Medusa, a little sad. Though Panda, he already bought up the mangoes. He's ready to feed K1, the little bird in the nest, requires sustenance from his 5 position.
And Panda really is the perfect support for K1 Hector.
He does his job, man. He is the ultimate sacrificial 5.
From Yamson, but there is a very early ward placed by K1 Hector himself. Sniper in some trouble with the cogs push back. The range creep takes one of the hits from him. And Analog, another orb comes through, but the living armor makes a massive difference. And as much as they would have loved to be able to change this lane matchup, because the Puck was doing all right for himself. Now the Train Protector pokes out, hits Panda. A big wave pushing in. Clockwork has to come in because this is too big of a wave to ignore. There are too many creeps here. Panda pushed back into the Lycan here. Blood Grenade lands, but Lycan's not really in a position with the Wolves. He's going to try and chase him down. Fairy Fire goes off. A blast comes through. Panda getting lower and lower. The Wolves not going to get the job done. Brain Sap is back up.
What is happening right now? I don't understand.
Tries to finish the job, but the Brain Sap kept him alive. Cogs pushing him down the cliff. Gets hit by another one. The blast from Lelis. A full charge blast finally claims the life of Panda. Took long enough. Good lord.
Is this even worth it? K1 literally just sat under the tower and CS that entire time. He's like, it's like the meme of the dog in the house on fire.
Oh, okay.
He's like, everything is fine, you know. He's just sitting there CS. Everything's fine, guys. I'm getting CS. And he was right. It was fine.
He was right. It was fine.
He did not get pressured.
Fire doesn't hurt.
What a weird move. They wanted to take advantage of the massive wave going into him, but the pressure didn't go into the Dusa, so...
I mean, they just also have trash heroes to take advantage of it. Like Coddle, Lycan. They have no nukes to really throw and catch and kill these heroes.
Yes, it's also Treant on the roam. Not exactly the best aggressive roaming support.
Yeah.
That little mid gank on the sniper actually skewed this lane a lot because he lost both water runes. Puck got both. It's a lot of resources.
Janik is going to show up. They have a TP from anybody. Cog push him back into PP. PP is far enough behind, though, he can't even feel good enough about going on the sniper. Just a living armor is good enough to stop him. And now Janik is going to be met by two supports. Push back into Analog. Analog peeping him. Does not have Assassinate on level 6. Has another round of Shrapnel. Maybe that could be enough. Lelis is trying, but the Cog's pushing away. Now Coil on two. Support's in trouble. Snapped on Lelis. Lelis, he's going to die. Now the Treant Protector. He's next up. Living Armor protects him for now. Slowing down with a Blood Grenade. PP with a Haste Rune is going to try and chase him down. Analog will protect his Treant Protector with his life and his gun.
Janek doing work.
Bottom lane being dove in. K1 Hector, like a Skyrim character, just eats down, gobbles down 3 mangoes passed over to him by Panda, and back up to full effective health he goes.
Good old mango pie coming in clutch. AMG making some nice little moves here. Though they're going to lose their Wisdom Shrine.
They forgot about Wisdom Shrine.
Oh, no. Great news for Yamson. He needs it. Janek very sad. He sacrificed himself to defend bottom and even out this mid lane. And what is he rewarded with? Nothing. Nobody defends what he needs. Thrown to the
Where
wolves.
is my Timber Saw? Why is
Amaru
he not collecting the Wisdom Shrine?
Why do they do this? He's level 7.5 though. What the hell? He's mega high level. His Timber is gonna be jacked.
Yamson is gonna be spotted. Rocket Flare into the Nightmare, and this will allow Oscar to go for the killing blow, rolling death. And Chakra makes short work of him. There goes. Bottom tower is the trade-off, though. Jabs will take that as the Lycan. It seems like the pressure from earlier, maybe they didn't kill the Medusa, but it does ramp up in the objective department.
Game just feels like it's flowing a little better for Amaru. Not that they're winning by some insane margin or anything, but that's just my feel of the game right now. Nemesis need to find a way to use his sniper better. He's 0-0-0 right now. But he's last in network too.
Yeah, that's crazy. He's got 13 denies, but lowest network. He's going to TP bottom lane. Yamson is going to die to the Timber Saw again here potentially, but it is going to be Nemesis getting something out of this. Surely, Rubicon tries to chase after Panda, but they go for the Timber Saw. This is a bigger kill. Avalanche holds him in place, and not even requiring the assassination of the sniper.
That was a big kill. Also, just space for this Lycan, who's Omega farming bottom. So an efficient move. Sniper gets involved in the game. Needs a little boost here.
You would kind of expect Lycan to now make a move towards mid, right? at some
That would
point.
be the natural progression. Puck's a difficult hero to run into. You can do it here.
I mean, if you put the sniper back in lane, he's just naturally going to pressure the puck. They push into the tower. The Lycan comes in from behind. Even if they don't kill the puck, they just take it out.
I woke him up top with a sniper illusion. That's pretty nice. You can definitely just walk through mid here. And that's generally what you want to do with the snipers. Just keep him on that mid lane, play through him, force the enemy to fight your sniper, or he's taking your tower, killing your mid, taking runes, whatever. It's kind of gone PP's way more than analogs for the most part.
Is under attack.
Rubicon comes back to this lane. It looks like they're the 3 heroes and maybe a TP coming in. They're going to chase out Amaru again. They get Genic. They want to keep these towers alive, despite it requiring them to fight into a Timber Saw, which is tough. They're going to keep this safe lane tower alive and the living armor healing it up.
Buys more time on the map. Really nice for the Lycan, who's just winning out on this farm trade right now, stopping the Timber's progression. The trade-off is a little time for K1, I guess. Dusa just doesn't really farm that fast at this point in the game, though. Not until Manta. Once you get Manta, then you're a real threat on the map.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Feels like a bit of fatigue setting in for both of these teams, just in the fact that there's like not clear, concise moves being made. You know what I mean?
Of course, dude. What? He's like hour 18. Who the hell's not fatigued?
Dire's middle
You're literally
But then
saying that
just
while
because
fatigued. Like,
just because you have fatigue doesn't mean that it is going to affect your play always. And I feel like it certainly is for both of these teams.
I mean, I guess that's true. I guess you could
Yeah.
theoretically be fatigued, but still playing.
Jax
well?
has had this bottom lane open for a long time, and he's going to mid now. He's going to pop the
Send it.
and try and chase into the tier 2. They got the clockwork.
What?
By God,
What
they
was
got
that?
it. He just rammed it in.
They're definitely fatigued, dude. He just runs his fucking
He said,
Hellbear in.
"Fuck it, send it."
And dude, that Hellbear was just stuck outside cogs, and he's like, whatever. He just clapped anyway. Literally no chance of that clap hitting anything. Just instant dies. Like, what am I
got the
watching?
deny on PP.
Oh
All that
my
for
God.
What? A tower you didn't even get the last hit on. Come on.
Yeah, this is some tired-ass Dota right now. These teams are... They're scraping the bottom of the barrel. And I think that's, again, I think that's part of why K1 just wanted Dusa. He's like, all these matchups and little things, they don't matter if everyone's just going to play like ass. I'm just going to play Dusa, farm up, get 6 slotted, and Dusa is the most just, like, brain test hero, right? If you're playing really well and you're kiting it out and itemizing well and in and out of fights and wasting his spells, like, you can always beat this hero. But if you're playing poorly, he just walks down a lane and just like, herb to derp, I'm invincible. And he A-clicks your throne and he wins or loses. This might have been the most genius move of Amaru all day. Hector with the soul read. Not of the meta, not of the draft, not of the style, of the mental situation.
The emotional and physical state of both teams.
What a god. Honestly, what a god.
Let's caught the coil, and the Timber Saw will make his first move out of lane, all the way to this bottom lane. It's a hefty move by 3 different heroes to catch the support. But they imagine what they
Kind of
wanted
feel
was
it,
the light.
dude. You could kind of feel it, like... Deuce is farming, dude. You kind of feel the pressure. I don't even know if it's real pressure. I don't even think you should be afraid of Deuce in this game, but it's just
mental
there.
pressure on a line.
Yeah, it's just there.
Wisdom Shrines. Wisdom Shrines.
Oh my God.
Panda's got a nightmare. He's going to get it. Oh, wait, pushed out. He's got a nightmare. Pull him away, but now the tree is going to try and get in there in time. Oh, my God. Panda was too slow.
He can TP out, maybe. No overgrowth. Does he know there's overgrowth? Wait, what?
He's level 5 tree protector.
Yeah, just TP out, bro. Why didn't you just TP?
He doesn't know. The
what?
tree protector doesn't have
I guess he could have rooted him.
Level 5.
He could have, but did he not have another sleep up? Maybe he didn't have another sleep. I guess he can just get punched.
Yeah, he's just going to get punched. The fatigue setting in for my co-caster.
Wait, no, but didn't he get... No, but didn't he get punched on the Wisdom Shrine? That's what I was thinking.
Did he? I don't know.
What do you mean, did he? Am I losing my mind? No, he like... I swear... Did he
Roll
not?
the replay.
I don't care enough. I honestly don't care enough. Whatever.
Jabs decided it's time to hit some tier 2s. But Oscar standing in the way is going to slow things down significantly, yet still they're going to go after him. Shapeshift gets popped, assassination. It's going to be hard to work through all of this physical armor. Overgrowth locking him down. The sniper
What are
from
they
the
doing?
back lines is hitting him timber chain away. Oscar's not really scared.
Oh my, the Croaker.
It's not the sniper, the Croaker. The Croakers from all sides are showing up.
What
is
the
keeping
hell?
them all. Panda's going to die. It's a 5 for 5.
I can't take this game, dude.
Assassination, not enough.
Oh, he lived. He lived. This game is. This is one of the most mentally exhausting games I've ever watched. You can just see it in the gameplay. Like he runs the Croaker and just misses the stun, and then the funniest thing about that fight is the second of the fight, Jabs is like, I don't want to go in with my hero, so he just parks his hero on that little stairway. And he's just looking at him. Like he's just looking at him menacingly, like, what's up, bro? I could go back in, but I don't need to.
I mean, inherently, the game plan was, let's kill the timber saw with a bunch of heroes that right-click him. It makes us like the plan didn't make sense to begin.
I don't know. They're just gonna Roche. Like, all right, fuck it, let's just go Roche, dude. Roche can't
it might be easier to
make
kill
some
Roche
weird
on
thing
than
happen.
it is timber saw.
Probably, yeah. It's a really good timber game. I don't know. They kind of have to accelerate this game. I'm not convinced they're gonna win late, just based off drafting and gameplay. Like, I'm not. I think as Timber gets mega fat, Deuce gets mega fat, they're gonna have trouble killing zeros. You maybe toss them in or something, kite him with Solarbind and stuff. Oh, I thought he denied Aegis, dude. I saw the deny thing pop up. I was like, dear God, no. Well, K1 has Manta. He is top net worth. He always finds a way. But you have the lighten tempo. You have the coddle tempo. Surely you can punish the greed here.
Life finds a way.
The wolf is on him.
We'll find farm.
Scouted. Nowhere safe. The wolf is back on him.
Don't walk into it, Yamsi. Avalanche.
What avalanche?
What a jump from Rubicon. The overgrowth over the top. The assassination dodged by the nightmare. Panda will die, but he delays a decent amount. Genix managed to hit the hook shot point blank, but he'll still fall. K1 Hector, no mana whatsoever. But Tree Toss couldn't finish him off. Rubicon isn't going to try. He's going to hit the Timber Saw instead. Throws a tree at the Timber. And meanwhile, the puck went after Analog's sniper, but he is perfectly fine.
Well, they got supports. It's pretty good.
That was a sick jump from Rubicon.
It really was, yeah.
Yamson having all that vision.
It's the wolves, it's the tree.
He's still going to get the sniper. No, he's not. The living armor. An assassination hits PP. PP is fine. Damn. He went down to like less than 50 health. The living armor makes the difference.
That was almost a huge kill to find in this game. Slow it down. This game is so chaotic. They're just running at each other, dude. I mean, Hector's not. I don't think Hector's ever run anybody in his life, but the rest of these boys, they're just going. He's just dead.
Yeah. No, wait. Rubicon.
Oh.
Big avalanche once again. Still, Oscar is able to kill the Lycan, but
And they punish him.
can they hit him with some magic damage here? Brings him down to about half. Timber chain away. Rubicon still has 3 minutes left on this Aegis. So he's willing to brawl. That's why he's being so aggressive. But another
Sniper's
trade-off,
back.
this one favoring Amaru.
Yeah. Got him.
Dire are scanning.
And K1 Hector having the chillest game of his
Bottom
life.
tower is under attack.
Got scanned down here, so they're trying to scout him out with the tree. I don't know if you have enough damage nearby. Wait, what is he?
Dire's bottom tower is
I mean, even if they
lose
could
Courier?
jump him, he's guaranteed to get obstacles.
Did he buy a casual blade of alacrity?
Radiant are scanning.
What the fuck is this? What? Is this good?
I mean, maybe he accidentally bought 2 for his Manta style?
No, I saw him buy it, and I thought he was just gonna go diffusal or
Yeah, Disperser is still a
Dragon
good
Lance,
item
maybe?
for Medusa.
I thought he was gonna go Dragonlance, and then I thought he lost it on Courier or something. But no, he just went casual blade of alacrity into butterfly.
Layla's had
I
a
don't-
lot of heals on him. He's not dying. He's
Oh,
the
the damage.
He's actually dying. With the minus
He's gone.
armor they have from Jabs, it's the Prowler.
The
Prowler.
Petrify, the Desecrate.
50% armor reduction, base armor.
Right before he was able to finish that Ags too. Still susceptible. A big find for this wolf at the door.
Radiant's tower is under attack.
Genek. Stacking waves bottom for Hector. This is the long con. Papa Hector, I bring you a gift. Please, sir. I've done this for you. All I want is your recognition. Ah! Hector,
I go now to Valhalla, brother.
Top tower is under attack.
it's going to the tower. He needs to get out of here. He has no TP. Why does he have no TP? The courier got killed by wolves. The tower's dead. This was a disaster. Oh my god. He just built a mega wave.
Wagon wave.
That was freaking terrible. What was
What have you done?
Why?
Ruined
Why,
us all.
brother? Why? You sped their game up. You just pushed a tier 2 for them in a tempo game. What the hell is going on? Oh my god.
That assassination, but it's not enough.
Like he would literally have butterfly if he didn't have a casual blade of alacrity anyway. This game's got it all, dude. That was one of the most backfiring plays I've ever seen. Is he gonna kill Sniper? What?
Oh my god, PP just
Wait, what?
analog.
He just solo killed him plus rocket flare. I feel like I'm in upside down land. What's happening?
Nothing is right in this game 3 of Nemesis versus Amaru. But where does that
That's one of
lead
the
us?
most
Where are we
amazing
going?
sequences ever. He stacks waves like to someone to farm it, and then they just go down there and take a tier 2 and speed the game up with a catapult. They don't like it versus it's so bad. He's dead.
God.
It's a disaster.
Kills Janik once again. Fiend's Grip
Get me
is
out,
on
dude.
the tiny. The tiny.
He's
It's
dead too.
nothing he can do. The Lycan has popped the shapeshift and is running
Oh, the
down
dragon.
Panda with the wolves and the dragons.
Oh
A
my
Game of Thrones
God.
episode.
This is just a total shitfest. It's actually just a total shitfest, and somewhere there's just Hector farming on Medusa. The ticking time bomb. In his element. He's like, great space boys. Genek, terrible move bottom, but great space boys. Next time you bring that wave to me, you're off the team, son. Oh my god, I can't believe
You know, this game 3 makes me think of. Do you ever watch the old Willy Wonka, Gene Wilder?
Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah, do you remember the acid trip tunnel scene? There's no earthly
Yes.
way of knowing which direction we are going.
Do you think the clockwork got turned around? He's like, guys, I'm gonna build a big wave, push their tier 2. Wait a minute, this is my tier 2. I'm sorry, Hector. I'm sorry.
The Clockwork doesn't know where he's rowing or which way the river's flowing.
Oh
He's lost.
no. I mean, this has to favor Amaru though. Like, they have an Ag's Timber, they have a Butterfly Dusa, they're getting pretty fat.
He finally got his butterfly.
This sniper guy solo killed by Puck. I don't know what's happening in this game. I don't think Analog knows what's happening.
K1 Hector's gonna make a
Hector?
blade if he doesn't die here along.
Oh, that's really deep.
Sniper, dear God.
What?
He's been sent to the stratosphere where the sniper is sitting and is currently under assault from a timber saw with an negative scepter. He's got to run, but the Ghost just push him right back into the timber. A timber chain through, coil on two.
Oh
Timber
my
right in the middle of
God.
all these heroes, and Rubicon desperately trying to beat him down with the big stick, and it's not doing it. The big stick is to fall. The Dream Protector is gone. Genic will teleport. No, he looks shots on the PP.
What?
He tried to
Why?
stop Rubicon, but PP blocks it.
Why didn't he just cog it the Lycan? Dude, this game has it all. This is one of the greatest games ever. The
Like,
dude
he
just
beat out 5 feet away from the Clockwork. It was
just
the
walked
most
down
bold
and
TP
dies.
play of all time.
I can't take this game. How, like, Dusa just died 100-0, did literally nothing, and they win the fight. Handedly. Somehow Timber's just 1v5ing. That cog bounce on the sniper that bounced him in a whirl like that. That was so good. That was so good. He's overgrowth on Timber, and he just bounces sniper into him. He just gets sawed in half. That was amazing. That was one of the greatest sequences I've seen. Oh, this game. Oh, this game's so good. It's some like 20-hour delirium. When there's no strategy. There's no map play. It's
I'm
just
crying.
one terrible move after another. And somewhere in the darkness, somewhere there's a Hector Medusa farming.
He farms, he grows. Bigger and bigger he goes.
But he didn't do anything. He ran in, got desecrated by the ancient prowler, and just massacred instantly. Oh my god, he was so useless. Okay, Nemesis, we gotta chill. We gotta regroup. We gotta do another Roshan. You still got a tiny
Serious
pretty
business,
fat.
guys. The TI is on the
Oh
line.
my god, what's happening?
All
I
right,
don't know, it's
Roshan
pressure
is
or
going to
something.
spawn on the bottom half of the map here. Nemesis are already circled up on it.
The Panda's just buying fluffy hats.
Genic with a long-range hook shot catches the sniper. The dude
Okay.
jumps inside the cogs to kill him. Here comes K1 Hector with the Stone Gaze. Analog is stuck. Timbersaw will kill him there. Rubicon on the run. Nobody can challenge this Timbersaw. But
This sniper
Nemesis
is
might
getting
try.
messed up. Like,
Yeah.
they cannot protect him.
I mean, at this rate, with the
That's been the
Timber
biggest
side, it
story.
almost feels like he needs BKB. He's getting stuck in areas and then just chalk
he
them
is.
down.
I'm telling you, Timber's the real carry in this game. This is such a good Timbersaw game. I don't know who does anything to Oscar here if he gets 6-slot. Like, if you gave this Timbersaw game to Amar, he's like, I'm betting my TI ring that I 1v5 this shit.
Also, aren't
I'll
you supposed to
1v9
go
it.
Shard on Sniper against these heroes?
Yeah, you need it. Does it guarantee gets you out of cogs, right?
I assume so. Of course, it has to. You get cog
Yeah.
burn, but like,
For sure you want Shard here.
well, he has not taken that. He
Coil's
went
annoying.
full Mjolnir to fuse a blade. Even bought the Belt of Strength for I don't even know what.
Yeah,
He
what's
buy a
the
Belt of Strength.
Wait, what is it?
Is he gonna go a basher or what?
Wait a minute.
Wait a
Wait a
second.
minute. Some the math doesn't add
Goddamn
up.
second. It was from Dragonlance, Hurricane Pike, of course. Now we're
But he's
losing
not
it.
going that.
I know, but it's because he feels like he needs BKB.
It's like the casual blade of alacrity, I guess.
Yeah, it'll
I don't know. I
be
think-
useful eventually.
I think Panda knows what's up. He's just going fluffy hats. He's like, I'm not gonna get an item in this game. I'm just gonna buy some fluffy hats and vibe. I respect that.
I'll stay cozy in my fluffy hat.
Oh, he's dead. Will the hat save him?
Assassination immediately. Rubicon with a BKB tries to finish off Genic as well. And they get 2. Can Rubicon get out of here with the rest of his BKB back to his team, trying to push back this Timbersaw? Timber Chains right back in. Overgrowth. Now Peepee's in trouble. Phase shift. Coil on 2 inside of the Chakram. Rubicon's in trouble. K1 Hector.
He's getting melted.
Losing a lot of his mana. Analog is just getting allowed to peep the Medusa. Nobody took on the Sniper this time around, and Analog's having the free game.
You forgot about me. Belt the strength, doing the heavy lifting. That was a Genic buyback. Timbersaw just getting overgrowth. Unable to chase these heroes down. I don't understand why this Dusa is so squishy. It's just Lycan melting him with summons? I feel like he should be tankier. I think Oscar's back in sweat mode, dude. He's like, oh, Lord, this game is getting real heavy.
I mean, he felt so untouchable for the last 10 minutes. And all of a sudden, it's not easy to get these kills anymore. He's still hard to be killed.
What does that mean? He's hard? That's not English. Is it? He's hard to be killed? That's like from Shakespeare.
Yeah, it's old English. I'm bringing in the Shakespearean language for TI.
Hell
it's just a warm-up.
Yeah, that fits with the theme.
What? Shakespeare in China is the theme?
Yeah, I'll tell you, nothing says Shanghai TI like Shakespeare.
That's true, that's true. They still have this safe lane tier 1 tower up.
Yeah, what the hell? It's just been living armor for like an hour.
Yeah, didn't it
Dragon.
get low at some point? And now it's 12.
Yeah, it was down to, it was 100% down below 400. He's just living armor in it for the last 20 minutes.
I guess so.
You gotta go defend this. You got a lot wrapped up. Lolis almost has a Hex. Just going lock it, Hex, Coddle.
I love that.
Hella based.
I mean, your other option was like a faster Orchid, right? Against the puck.
Nah, you don't go Orchid. Tags for the Lycan. You can
gonna smoke into him here from the high ground.
Oh, he bit him. Wolf Rock.
They're gonna
Rock
chase
Wolf.
after him.
I don't know if
here he comes. Avalanche on 2. Overgrowth catches him. Can they bring down the Timbersaw, though? It's a different kind of beast. Timber Chain away to the side. Gets to the bridge. Jab's going to head him off at the pass here. Another shapeshift, but the Aghanim Scepter has gone off, and he blinks away.
Too mobile. God damn. That crit, though, from the Tiny with the bite. There's some scale for you. Got Roche now. They have their Hex on the Coddle. They have their Wolf Bite. Things starting to come together for Nemesis. This is the part of the game where I think they want to strike as hard as they can. This is a really slow Roche. What is happening?
You can get Shiva's Chakram inside that pit. Nemesis is going to feel pretty awkward. Oh, Timber Chain's right through them with the Aghanim Scepter activated. Coil stops the Lycan TP out. Oh no, Amaru. This is going to be fantastic for them. Just a pick off into a free Roshan.
Hector just walks in. That's 1,000 HP. Thank you very much. Thank you for doing my objective. You can give it to the puck here. Who now PP can go super ham. He's yet to die in this game, by the way. 506, perfect puck performance. There's been a lot of chaos in this game, but I mean that is worth mentioning. Like, Nemesis, they have 23 kills. 19 of those are the supports. An 0-10 Bane and a 1-9 Clockwork. The cores have been untouched for the most part. So how much does this kill score actually matter when you're down 7k and all 3 of these cores for Amaru are scaling here, and they're likely outscaling you? I don't think your sniper got enough.
Yeah, they had a lot of hopes in this Shapeshift Wolf Bite Tiny.
What did it get you? It got you Roshan for K1 Hector for PP. They're on the ropes. Scotty Dunn for K1 working on a BKB. He's gonna be a lot beefier the next time you try and run at him. And his puck is a big problem. You better land this Coddle Hex on him. It better do work.
K1 Hector, where does he go from here? They've taken a tier 2 at the top lane. They want to push into the high ground, see if they could force Nemesis back. They have this Aegis after all.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? There's creeps to farm.
That's true.
2 range creeps bottom. You can't resist that. Look at this.
Smoke is maybe going to catch Rubicon. He blinks back. Shadow Blades just ahead of Amaru as they come through.
It's a very tough catch. You have Gem on the puck, but can likely just BKB TP out.
Yeah.
Maybe you find the tree though. Jameson's got to be a little worried about this puck just running into him or smoke break clockwork with dust.
Look at the train of couriers coming out. So they got Disperser, Octarine, and some wards. Here comes the Wolf Bite. Tiny. He's going to try and find this back line. See if he can catch Panda. That's definitely one of the best targets. PP wouldn't be too bad. Immediately got it silenced, though. They had the vision. Thanks to PP's gem. Spots the attempt from Nemesis to route them from behind. Now they're trying to catch the Train Protector. The puck is going to need to spot him with the gem. Did he get out of sight? He got to blink away. The Orb is going to chase after him. I mean, this is buying some time. At bare minimum, Yamson might die here, or maybe they just give up on the chase. That's another 30 seconds burned on this Aegis.
Yeah, a lot of Aegis time wasted here. You could be taking objectives, pushing base even. I wonder what Nemesis were looking for with the Wolves on the back. Like, supports is my guess. I don't really know who else you can run into and just burst down. It's got to be Bane and Clockwork. All these cores are just so tough to kill at this point. Amp damage, though, on Rubicon. That's some DPS upgrade.
Rubicon missed the avalanche. PP already at half health from just one swing there. Meanwhile, the Fiend's Grip on the Tiny. There's nobody to stop this. The sniper is just caught and killed. A full Fiend's Grip to finish him off. Rubicon does punish the Bane for that, but now he's stuck inside the cogs, and he needs to beat his way out, which means this BKB is going to be wasted. He got one kill for it, harpooning away, and even then, Oscar is just not going to let him go. Toss back through the Wolves. Yamson, he dies in the back line as PP finds him with the gem once again. 50 seconds left with the Aegis, and K1 Hector with a Scotty Butterfly. BKB all ready to go. Assaults the high ground, and Nemesis. You said they're on the ropes. Well, this might just be the knockout punch coming their way.
Yeah, it can't end like this for them.
They can't seem to find anything for this Tiny.
There's just no openings with open targets. K1 always does this, man. Come around TI season. He just puts the pressure on you. He makes you beat him with his scale, his farm. There's a reason this style works in high-pressure games. The game gets chaotic. No one really knows what's happening. You can't execute these high-level strategies. Farm and scale wins. And that is what he has gone for here with this lineup. I don't know how you deal with these heroes. You're going to need... You need Daedalus on the Tiny for sure. And you're going to have to get some big crits in there.
Shield Rune alongside an Aghanim Scepter. Oscar has only died twice in this game. 8-2 and 5 for him. He is having a stellar Timbersaw game, and he's not too far away from level 25, which is going to be another peak for him.
You already have 25 on the Dusa. Got the extra int, so he's mega tanky now.
3,000 mana to get through.
That's a lot.
Yeah, the Diffusal Blade isn't going to cut it, man. 40 mana burn a hit isn't enough.
Radiant are scanning.
I think he probably has to die last now, which means you're either finding Puck with the Hex/Avalanche and bursting PP. That's best case scenario. Or it's just supports and then like poke and prod. I don't think you can take a head-on fight anymore.
Nemesis gonna have to get creative with it. Meanwhile, Amaru can take their time, not afraid of the scale that still exists. They'll take another Tormentor, some free gold for the team, and a shard for Panda.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Dang.
Nemesis are just going to wait. They're just huddled up on their side of the map, but they're not actually... I kind of expected them to make some sort of move that would look for a pickoff or something, because I think the last thing you want is to let Amaru just get to your high ground with all 5 heroes. But maybe they think they've got it. They do have tiny sniper, very good high ground defenders.
Honestly, at this point, you might have to just play for high.
Rubicon gets the toss back onto the Medusa. K1 Hector immediately pops the BKB. Fiend's grip on the Rubicon. And once again, there is just nothing to stop this grip. Jap's going to go for it. The grip is wear thin, though. And Rubicon is able to make his way back. He's out of here, but they are 1 sniper down and 1 Treant Protector down. They tried to make a move. Didn't really get much for it. And now the Wolf Bite has been used immediately. But what's the opening?
Something. I have no clue.
If you couldn't do it before, what changes?
He has to find some opening. It's all on Rubicon. He's 9-2-9. He's had a great game, but cannot do this game alone. There's too much scaling core power.
That's the Wolf Bite down. Another timing, 30 seconds till the sniper's back up. Wolf Bite, 60 seconds, shapeshift, 30 seconds. I mean, this is just a free window for Amaru to take Megas. Well, Coil goes out. Lelis cut down with almost no commitment whatsoever. He stays alive, but Amaru are risking absolutely nothing, letting Hector go to work on the buildings. 7 more seconds. Nemesis will have 1 last chance to hold against Megas.
Got to get a toss.
But they got to go soon. Avalanche toss back immediately to Timbersaw, trying to run interference. Stone Gaze is going to be popped early here. Shapeshift. He turns. K1 Hector's going for the Megas. He's going to get the Megas. But meanwhile, what about the fight? Can Nemesis even win this fight against this Timbersaw, who is an insurmountable force at this point? They cannot touch him. And it's looking like it's just going to be over. They just have nothing to deal with this at this point. They have no damage.
Too tanky. Too much fighting power for this Tricore. Tiny tries to find something.
Time and time again to pick off the supports, and even that doesn't work. And once again, he goes in deep, gets Fiend's grip. Panda is there every single time. GG is called, and it is over. Nemesis are out, and Amaru will go to the final day of the South American qualifiers for the International.